What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with us. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of Monday Night. Q is off tonight because she is traveling, but we got a lot going on. We got all of our friends, some familiar faces, some of y'all, depending on whether or not y'all been tuning in every week. Y'all are familiar with some of the faces, and we got some of our favorites here. I'm gonna let y'all pick and choose which one is y'all favorite, but we in the building. What's going on, y'all?
It's good.
What up? What up? What
What's
up?
up?
What's up? What's up?
Y'all had a great weekend. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yep. I got
Happy
some rest.
MLK.
That was what you
Happy
got
MLK
yesterday,
Day.
bro.
I
Yeah, it
got
is
some
MLK
rest.
I
Day.
was with
Yeah.
Charleston White
Martin Luther
yesterday, man.
King Day. Yeah.
Y'all some wild people, man. Oh man, but we here. Shout out to everybody that tuned into the show. We appreciate y'all. So hopefully y'all tuned in for the next 3 hours because we gonna give y'all that content, and then we not gonna go past that. I promise y'all. So what's going on, y'all? What's happening before we get started with the show? Anybody got any news? Any
Y'all
news?
got nine
Stories?
weeks left. 9 weeks left.
All
Somebody got a
right.
lot going on in the
Ain't
background. I
no
don't know what
no.
that is.
Yeah.
That's babies. Put something in that baby mouth.
All right, let me add Dalen back up here. Dalen having
Did
technical
not do
difficulties.
anything special for Martin Luther King's Day?
Mic check, mic check. I don't know if it's working.
I had to work
No,
today.
It's not. Oh, okay.
Damn, people
I
used
you
to
had
did.
to
do
work
that.
today.
Yeah, I had to work today.
I thought I
I
was
had
on.
to work today too. No, I worked today too.
I see you,
Yeah,
Black.
sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties. It's all good though.
Cool V says Mimi and shampoo. Let's go.
Hey,
Nah, come on.
you know
We
you
let her
love me,
live.
Shammy. Stop
We
playing.
let you live another week,
It
Mimi.
ain't no fun without me. Y'all already know. Don't go there.
It's fun. It's fun. No
I
matter
know.
what. Long as me and Anton's here, that's all that matters.
Go to bed.
She got all made up for the show. Look at this.
Who, me?
The
Uh,
ladies be looking good. I like the
You
ladies.
yeah,
talking
no,
about? I
they do.
always look
Hey,
good.
I'm giving her respect. Shit, she look good
Dalen,
tonight.
you need
Thank
to
you.
upgrade your camera, sweetheart. Like every time I come up here, your camera's still blurry.
They
Like,
didn't
That's
look
fine.
good.
come
Her
on,
camera look
let's
great.
Oh, her camera look good.
No, I mean I could use a better camera, but
Oh, her camera.
I don't like using my phone. So
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start introducing these subjects, and then I'm gonna ask y'all some follow up questions. So before we get to the whole Ryan Davis conversation, because it's a lot of women that's in shambles over that, I'm gonna do an introduction question for y'all. And let me share my screen. And then I want y'all to. It's just kind of long. It's like 3 minutes, so y'all might want to tune in and pay attention.
When you need someone. Prime example. I already went through this. I already know this, right? But I'm gonna give you an example because today was definitely an eye opener. So over the weekend, my car got stolen. I found out this morning. Today is Sunday. I didn't leave out yesterday. The last time I was in my car was Friday. I think I parked it at 4:30 p.m. before traffic because y'all know I don't like to be out like that. Anyways, car was stolen. Called the police this morning, calling insurance and stuff like that. I only talked to 2 people about this situation. One person I call, my friend. He always got my back. He there for me. He's old school. Like, you don't have to, he's a man. He's one of them old school men where it's like, he gonna take the initiative. If there's a problem, he has a solution. I call him today not to like ask for money or anything like that, but I'm just like, you will not believe what the fuck happened. At the end of the phone call, after I've been in, and then after because I had some questions about insurance and stuff like that. After he was like, well, I'm gonna send you some money to help with the rental car. I was like, oh, you don't have to. I didn't call for no money. I just wanted to talk about it. He was like, yeah, I know, but I just want to try to help out. This is tough. Especially I had been crying, y'all. This other dude that I had been talking to, he was just no help, especially because I was already on it. He pretty much like, did you call the police? You call your insurance company? Like, he's pretty much asked me if I did everything that I already did. And he was like, and I think he could tell I was getting frustrated. He was like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to help. He said, you need to use my car. I'm leaving West Virginia or some shit like that. I said, what time will you be back? He's like, in 3 hours. 3 hours probably would have put him here at 12 o'clock. I didn't talk to this motherfucker till 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at night. And yeah, I was pissed. I was like, oh yeah, he getting cut off. Like, ain't no way in hell I came to you. You know what's going on. And you ain't call and check on me all day. I was like, he really just don't like me. That's all it is. He just don't like me. Ain't no excuse. So he called me. He's like, yeah, you still need to use my car. I said, well, I don't have shit to do now. I don't like what? Yeah. He was like, I'm trying to be here. I'm trying to help. And he just was not helping. He was not being there. Like, do y'all get it, ladies? He didn't ask, you need some food. He didn't check on me. He was not here helping me with phone calls. He was not here making sure I was good. Let me get you out the house. That right there confirmed that this motherfucker need to get out my life. He got to go.
So, question is, well, I got a lot of questions, but just to summarize, she's basically saying from the very beginning, and y'all probably missed the very, very, very beginning, but she said that basically, she's tired of dealing with guys that she's letting her bust down, or that she's fucking, and they can't do nothing for her. Meanwhile, the guy that, her friend, the other guy, is sending her money. He's, all of that type of stuff. What do y'all think about this?
She's immature. That's just simple. If that's what she was saying the whole time, because I almost fell asleep. She was just going on and on. I almost forgot the plot. I didn't know what we were supposed to be addressing. But if she's smashing guys she basically really don't like, that's just immaturity because you're.
Well, no. Let me play the very beginning one more time. Watch this. Listen to what she said.
You can't be these men that can't be there when you need someone. Prime example.
So, yeah, you want to make sure that y'all understand what she's saying.
She said men. She's a bust down, is what she is. She said men, not a man.
And I muted out the effort, but she said you can't be fucking with. I'm tired of fucking with these men that can't do anything for her when you need somebody.
Yeah.
But how come she not waiting until they do something for her first?
What you sound?
Man, she lost. It sounds like she owe her friend some coochie. Like, basically, this man is willing to do a lot for you, and you're not willing to give it up. Like,
why you don't think he's
that's insane?
Why you don't think I think he's fucking her too.
I think she was fucking all of them.
If that was the case, she would include him, and she wouldn't even post this story.
Nah,
She wouldn't even post
I
a
think that she
story if
probably
that
is.
was the case because it wouldn't be no issue.
Yeah.
I
No,
think that
well,
she
maybe
is. He
she
just ain't
really
he
likes
ain't
the
good
other
at it.
guy. Maybe she really
Yeah, I
No,
likes
she
think he
the
don't.
is.
other
She
guy.
no, she don't. Because if she liked him, she wouldn't have posted this video.
No,
I
but
don't think
she's
he.
angry that he didn't do that. She's mad at him because she likes him and because she said he doesn't like me. That's a weird thing to say because that's how she feels, like he doesn't like her.
Yeah,
Well,
but
here go
shampoo,
this
you
guy.
already know.
She
You
said,
already know.
here
Go ahead.
goes
I'm
this
sorry.
guy that's I'm having sex with both of y'all. But at least this guy is giving me money. I really don't like him, but I'm having sex with him. But I'm having sex with you, and I like you, and you ain't doing shit for me.
I don't.
The
I don't
one
think
that's
that's the
giving her
case.
the one that's giving her money. He can't fuck all that good. The one that she do like, that's one she really wanted from. But he just looking at you like something to hit. That's all that is.
Yeah, but once again, y'all assuming it. I promise
Yeah,
you,
I'm
if she was piping down this dude, she would most definitely not have posted this video, bro. Like
She
I
was.
promise you, it would be a whole different context to the video.
I
I don't
disagree.
agree
I
with
mean, I
that.
think
I
she's
didn't
spot
take that.
on.
It
Feel
could
good
be.
anyway.
And most
I
women
think
don't
she's
even
spot on.
know what they want anyway. So let's just put
I,
that out.
Well, she
I
wasn't
I
wrong.
think
She
she was
didn't say
having sex with
anything
both.
wrong.
I
She
don't think
like
she's doing
it
anything with
was
the guy that's helping her. I think that he's helping
right.
her and he probably wants to, but that's a lot of women. They have a guy that will help them financially or whatever the case may be, but they're not giving them anything. But the guy who's not doing anything for the woman is the one that she's going to give the most to. So that's a lot
And
of women. I think
he did a lot for her too. The other guy too, because he
What he
just
do? He ain't
because
do
she had it
nothing.
handled. She had everything handled. Then he offered his car to her. Like, you know what I'm
That's all he
saying?
really did. But then he went ghost on her all day.
Yeah,
So
because
you
that.
offered your car just to go ghost on me. Now I don't even need the car. You like
So
so
then why you
you
don't
could
get
have
a
just
rental
never
car?
offered it in the first place. You could have just never offered it in the first place.
Yeah, but why you don't just get there? He's right. I would have said, why you don't get a rental car? This is my problem. It's not your problem.
Wait a minute. Why do women get called a hoe if they require a man to do something for them? But we talk about
Who
them
called her a
if they
hoe?
don't require nothing. What should they require?
Who called her a hoe?
I
And
think
why
women
is it a
should get
She
into
didn't
requirement?
relationships.
require a
Let's
husband.
I
pull
think
up
women should
the
stop requiring a lot from different men.
Why
I
is it
think
a
that's where it
requirement?
becomes an issue. Like, get a man and stop requiring multiple things from multiple different dudes. Like, that's when you become
I
a
don't
hoe. Women are too busy trying to think that they can have everything out of every different dude. You're never going to be satisfied. So find a man, stick with that one guy instead of trying to date 5 different dudes. That's why you look like a hoe. Because why are you trying to get multiple things from multiple different guys? Like, what are you looking for? And nobody's ever going to be satisfied 100%. So if you're having one guy take you on a date because you want a meal, and then you have another guy who you're just giving sex to, it's like, find a boyfriend or find a man and just sit down. Like, I don't know.
Why do y'all think that? Why do y'all think that that both dudes is busting her down?
Yeah,
I
that's what I
think
was
they
trying
were.
to
Right.
I
That's
don't
say.
the
think
That's
both of
question.
where
them is.
that's what I got from the
I
very
think
first
it could
sentence
I
also
she
never
said.
got that.
stick
I
at
She
didn't
is
I
not
never got
busting
that.
down both guys. I promise you.
I
I
don't
think it.
believe that she is.
The
I
other guy
I
thought
tried
she
to
think
pay
was.
his way in.
I think she's in a like an awakening. Like she's almost there to getting the point. Like you should have been giving more of your attention to the guy who's willing to take care of you and make sure you're good. But you're
Why you
giving it
think
to
that
a
she wasn't
guy
giving him
that doesn't
attention?
really care
I
about
think
you for
that he in
real.
the friend zone. The other guy.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm gonna say
Facts.
And
this. I think
this is just
I
the
think the
prime
one that's giving
example.
money up, he might be an older dude. He might be an older dude if he
Yeah, I
ain't.
get that
I don't
sense
It
think he
too.
ever
doesn't matter
got
how
no
old he is because if he was busting her down, she would not be complaining on this video. The
an
whole
older dude.
context of the video will be different. I promise
No,
you. That's just
I'm saying
majority of women is going to operate like that.
but
you
I'm saying a
talking
younger
like
guy
you
ain't going for
talking
that
like
too much
all
though,
men
bro.
have big dick energy. All men don't have big dick energy. I'm sorry. Like, there's going to
What? What that got to do with anything I'm talking about?
She's
when
But
saying
she's
that
saying
you
because like
because you're saying
she's
that if
saying
she was smashing the guy, she wouldn't be complaining. That's bullshit. Women come on the
yeah.
internet all the time and they complain about men that they
Mhm.
are smashing, they are
Yeah.
with all the time.
So that doesn't mean anything. That's why I said not all men have big dick energy.
Yeah, but she gave the time. She gave the timeline of what she did the whole day. If she smashed him, she would have included that in there. She didn't do nothing that whole day.
We're not saying the same day smash. We're just saying that there's a huge possibility that this woman was actually intimate with this man, and which is why she's so pressed about what he is doing and what he's not doing.
But you going off on this?
What
you
made
going
y'all
off an
feel like
assumption.
that,
You don't know
though?
that for sure.
Where did
You
y'all
going
get
off
that
an
We don't
assumption.
know for sure. That's what we
No,
doing.
I'm not saying that I'm getting it.
But like,
No,
what
I'm
made
saying-
y'all feel like that? What led y'all? And what in the video did y'all hear that was like, all right, yeah, she's fucking both of them?
Because I wouldn't give nobody no money unless I'm fucking you. So I'm
I'm gonna tell you
thinking
why she
that he's having sex with her.
But we know that there's men that would.
But you wouldn't give nobody no money unless you fucking them.
But I don't think
I don't think that-
I'm gonna tell you. I was gonna say.
Come
I
on.
don't think that that's the majority of guys.
And that's why I said it might be. That's why I said it might be.
Realistic. Be realistic. That's all I'm saying.
The reason why she's
gotta
not
be an
messing
older
with
dude.
the guy that actually helped her was because she said to him, I didn't call you for you to help me or give me any money. If she was sleeping with him, she would want him to help her financially. So in my opinion, I feel like when she was just venting to him, she's talking to him more like a friend. Like, I'm not looking for anything from you. So when he offered, she was like, that's not what I called you for. Now, the guy that she was having sex
Come
with,
on, Brittany.
No, yeah, she's expecting.
I'm not saying she didn't want the money. I'm just saying I'm not saying
Brittany.
she didn't want the money.
Brittany, you know these women be out here dry begging.
Chain call for no reason.
They can.
Why did
I'm
she
not
call
saying
him in
they
the
can't.
first place?
You said they be what?
You know these women be dry begging. I didn't really want it.
No, they do. I'm not saying that women don't, but for her to give the other guy smoke about not helping,
that's the part.
She liked him.
Let me ask you a question, Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I'm gonna ask y'all a series of questions throughout these whole conversations. Why would she call her friend first?
Because she knew he was going to give her some money. Because he does it all the time, or he helps her out all the time. That's
why wouldn't she call the guy that she fucking first?
Because she knew he wasn't going to help her. That's why. I mean, that she knows what he's good for, and it ain't for money.
I mean, that I'm not saying that's not a possibility. It was just the way I'm going off of what she said. Like the way she said it, when she said I was annoyed or whatever, my car got stolen, I called somebody to vent to it about, like, you know what I mean? Like I called to vent about it. I was upset, whatever. And when she said you didn't, now you could be right, because if she didn't want the money, she didn't have to take it. So that is not a possibility. I just think that the energy she gave like both of them is different. And usually a woman, when she's having sex with a guy, she's going to be more emotional about something. She's going to invest more of her feelings into it. So that's why I said I feel like she's not necessarily sleeping with the guy who gave her the money. I think she might have used him for money, but I don't think she's actually sleeping with him. I just don't.
So why can't she had an accident? She goes and gets her insurance and takes care of it. Why is she involving other people? That's what I would say. I would say, why
She's a grown woman. She's a grown woman at the end of the day. Why you?
That's just,
I mean,
I'm not getting a hand job or nothing. You going to ask me for money?
Neither one of them are her man. The vibe I get. Neither one of them are her man.
Y'all gotta let Dalen get her shit off. Go ahead, Dalen.
I don't know if I'm lost, if I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, you lost.
Okay, Shampoo. How are we debating whether or not she's sleeping with both men instead of asking ourselves, why do women not find the men that do the things that they really want them to do sexually attractive? Like, why is the romantic attraction there, but the sexual attraction isn't? But the sexual attraction is to someone that you have to like encourage or teach how to treat you. Like, I think that's like the dilemma here. They're trying to get
women have had too many sexual partners, man. So the thing about this, they're already used to a certain type of guy, and he might not have been shit to her, but he had the good dick, and they try to chase that same good dick. They're trying to find that in a different dude that she got. Like, the dude that she really want probably ain't got that type of sexual thing, But that's what making their mind keep doing. That's why God want us to, be virgins. It's all going back to that, man.
So we as women prioritize our sexual satisfaction over our overall, like.
Yeah, y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all be confused out here.
I'm starting.
That's why I was saying she's spot on, because she should have been giving more of her attention to the guy that's willing to take care of her. Like you giving your attention to a dude who clearly, who's showing he don't really care about your best interest. Like he don't care about your best interest. And you sleeping with him and he's not giving you no time of day. But the guy that you're not sleeping with is willing to give you money, make sure you set up for your next situation. He's willing to take care of you. Women need to start looking at what's right in front of them rather than,
Yeah, but why don't they?
It's the bottom. It's the bottom. That's what it is. I just figured it out. When you reach the bottom of the woman's poom, peppy, whatever you want to call it, it's like they mind. I kid you not. It's like when that penis really hits you up in your gut. I'm just saying it triggers things in a woman's mind, and she believes that penetration is a man's way of saying that they love them and will care for them and will do for them.
A man do that to you?
The time of passion is over, and it's
trolling, girl. Are you serious? Or are you trolling right now?
Delusional just with words. I don't think
she's serious. She's used to this.
I think we've heard women say, like, I just can't leave him alone because it's so good. Like, you will tell us, like, he did this and he did that, or he won't do this and won't do that. And then, like, if your girlfriend say, well, why won't you leave him? Because
big dick energy.
It's just that, so you're telling me that you're dickmatized. And I do believe biology wise, like when you touch a woman's body, like that's the way we express our love for men. That's why we can't afford to do that with every man, because every woman is not mature enough to not get attracted outside of sex to that man, because he's in your most sacred part of your body. So I just don't understand, even to this day, like, why is it that the man that disrespects you the most can make you feel so good, but the man that makes you feel good outside of sexual pleasure, you feel like maybe doesn't deserve that part of it, you know?
I don't think
I think we concentrate on the sexual part. Like I used to say that, just say, oh man, he must got a big dick. I used to make them jokes and all that shit too. But I think that it's a lot mental stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes don't all got horse joints and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of mind tricks too that can make women go crazy too. It's not always because he got a big dick. That's the easy answer, because when men say that, they want to make you think that they have a big dick. So they don't fall for that. It's a lot of mind tricks too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be there at 7, but they don't show up, and all that stuff, and all that stuff can make women go crazy too, make them in love too.
Yeah, it's called game.
Right.
But only a woman gonna allow it to do.
It's called they're stupid. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
If a man
don't give yourself all the credit. Don't give yourself all the credit. The woman is stupid, because a lot of women don't fall for that.
I think the woman is stupid for falling for it.
Like, though, bro. A woman only gonna play stupid to the guy she like, though. I said a woman only gonna play stupid to the guy she like. At one point, that guy might have been consistent about giving her some penis, but when now after a while go out, he feeling comfortable. He the one showing up on it. It leads up to that, bro. At the end of the day, like I said, it come down to they mistress.
But look, this is the blueprint of what a man should do to get a woman to fall for him. All right. Don't do unless it's possible for the woman. All right. Because obviously the guy that didn't do shit for her got her hooked. All right. If you pour your all into a woman, she's not gonna give a damn for you. She's not.
Is that theory goes for the same?
I don't think so.
It depends.
I think you gotta have a full package.
Well, it depends.
And bring good, sex, and then a woman don't want to, submit to that or be with that. It's always peanut butter, no jelly. but cereal no milk. Like you come with one thing, but you missing the other thing. So
how y'all know? It's just the quote unquote big dick.
Well,
y'all don't know what it is.
Look,
how y'all know if it's just the dick?
I said good. He
I
said
know
big.
a woman right now. I know a woman right now in a relationship. She says he does everything for her. He just can't do what he needs to do, and she's willing to like cut everything off because of that.
And she told you that?
Yeah, why she tell you that?
Yeah, why did she tell
you?
you?
He wanted from him.
Yeah, why did she tell you that?
I can't say that.
Oh, you already just said
know.
it. You just said it. You told her you're gonna fill in that
make sure
gap.
you ain't in the friend zone, bro.
It go both ways. If you can't satisfy the man, he'll want it someplace else, and it goes the same thing for a woman. When you're not,
that's not true.
I don't think, you know what? After all of this time, I don't know. I just don't. Y'all don't really know men.
What?
Exactly, they're delusional.
I genuinely don't know men.
A lot of women don't have fathers.
Y'all have no clue about guys and why they do the stuff that they do. I'm just taken aback about how clueless y'all are.
Where are they wrong?
It's okay to say that we've heard men say if they're in a relationship and their woman is not doing that duty, or not the duty, but engaging in activity, that it's understandable if you want to seek it elsewhere, because
that's a mind game. That's a mind game.
But that's the thing that's pretty much what he's trying to say. Men, that's not how men operate, because if they're gonna want it, they're gonna want it regardless if you're getting it or not. So it really don't.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that's a component in which why someone would want to have it someplace else. That would be a reason. Like if you're really,
but that's a game to blame you, Dalen. That's a man's game to blame you on why I'm cheating.
No,
don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I have a daughter. I tell her, don't fall for that. It's a trick.
I'm not talking about a blame. I would never suggest that a man.
You just said it.
Wait a minute. I'm not saying that a man would cheat on you because as a punishment, because let's say you are withholding sex for whatever reason. But I'm saying that it's understandable why someone would still feel the need to want to exercise doing that else places, just like a woman that may be with the man that can't do what he's supposed to do, just like what.
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. You lost me like a minute ago. What are you talking about?
How you don't understand?
You said men cheat on women because they not getting it at home, and that's not true. I did
not give you a cause and effect. What I said is that it is understandable, just like what Robert explained. If a man wants to, just because you want to doesn't mean you will. I'm saying that it's understandable that if you're not having a healthy sex life with your partner, that in your mind, you don't say, well, because I'm not getting satisfied, I'm just going to dismiss it. You think about other ways and how you can satisfy it. In other words, scratch that itch.
Wait. So with that scenario,
yeah.
If I'm a virile man and we having good sex and everything, and all of a sudden I'm in a accident and I'm paralyzed, you got permission now to cheat?
Well, that to act on a feeling, that would have to be a conversation if we're married.
But why would you have a conversation?
Listen, let me tell you something, bro. If a woman starts saying we got to have a conversation,
that's crazy.
It's already over, my nigga. You're never going to convince her not to do whatever it is.
That is not true. That's not.
Wait. All right, so let's explore this.
It should have been an automatic. We're gonna work it out.
Are you telling me
a rod in it or something?
If you have to have a conversation about whether or not a woman is gonna step out, that she not already gone?
Shit.
No, I'm looking at it through the lens of if you're not able to perform in that area. I look at it like if a man is locked up for life, you don't anticipate to never sleep with anybody ever again. That's why I'm saying have that conversation with your spouse and expect the same thing if it was,
What is there to converse about? If a nigga get locked up for life, bruh. I don't think that you. What?
Because if we're married and you get locked up, why would you want me to stay? I can't live my life, with my husband.
I didn't think that was a scenario, but
I'm just putting it in the perspective of not being able to be satisfied in that area by your partner. Just because I'm saying you can have a conversation about it, sure, a woman that will want to maybe is already having one foot out of the door.
Let me ask y'all a question. This is a completely separate question. Because I had a conversation with I don't want to say how old the lady was, but I had a conversation with a much older woman.
Damn.
Over the weekend. Like, it was just a straight up platonic conversation. We wound up talking for like an hour or whatever, right? And she told me that she had evolved and that when people get a lot older, a lot of times when they are completely in sync with the person that they're in a relationship with, the sex really don't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
She told me that, and this is a woman that's above 70, right? Still spry, still great, everything like that. She told me, she said, Anton, it's gotten to the point to where we don't even think about it because we having such a good time. And he don't really care like that. I don't really care like that. And we may have sex maybe once every 3 weeks sometimes. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes we may have sex 2 or 3 times a week. Or sometimes it's just something that just don't even cross our mind and we just so in sync that we just enjoy the companionship with each other, right? And so that's how she was kind of framing it. And I was like, damn, that's kind of deep. You know what I'm saying? Because it take a certain level of, I'm just really rolling with you, and it's just not 100% based off of sex to where. And no, she didn't say she had a lower drive. She just says that the satisfaction comes beyond like her whole life.
That comes with age.
Her whole life is right. Her whole life is great. Like her whole life, and that she gets satisfaction in every aspect of her life when she's with the person that she's with. And so my question, I guess, is everything sexual? Like, is the satisfaction of a relationship the first thing of whether or not you really roll with the person is if they're great sexually for you?
No, not to me. Not to me.
Younger at first.
I guess when you're young,
it might be younger ages.
One might.
Ages, yes.
Loyalty is everything.
20s and 30s and early 40s, yeah.
But you see how people say that on the internet, but their actions depict otherwise. We know what we're supposed to do to find the person we're supposed to be with, but people feel that they need something that's temporary, a temporary satisfaction to determine the longevity of a relationship, which is why we're discussing what we're discussing.
No, because I guess the reason
it's because some of the relationships are based off of sex anyway.
It seems like every time that a woman speaks about what she thinks a man is, or whether or not a guy is going to cheat, or all of this other stuff, all of it is based off of sex. Every single decision, it seems like, is all based off of sex.
I know. Yep. And as a woman gets older, like you said, late 60s, 70s, it's a part, I don't know, it's called pheromones or something. It leaves their body. They don't have the scent of sex anymore. Like that scent is gone. That's why dudes walk right past them, don't even look at them, because they don't give that off anymore. A younger woman it's jumping off of her. So when she walks by, the guy's like, "Oh my God!" Like you could smell it, like a dog, like animals. That's why the lady said she doesn't it's not a part of it anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's saying.
You got to get to the root of the problem. And unfortunately, Anton,
it's not a problem. It's life.
Well, I'm talking about the decision making. But yeah, to your point, yeah.
The problem is the expectations that people have and the audacity all summed up in one. I feel like as women, no woman should have an expectation slammed on anybody, whether you are deciding to just lay with the person or whether you're just friends with the person. I feel like people have life mixed up, and if you really trying to like be serious about being with somebody, or wanting somebody to really be there, then get serious about your path that you're going on. Like, you can't just be opening your legs thinking that, oh yeah, he's required to do this, that, and the third. Oh, I got my car stolen. I got all of this craziness going on. Now you want him to be Superman.
Yeah.
But you not positioned in a proper way for a man to be Superman. So I just feel like remove the expectations, figure out who you actually like and want to be with, and follow down that yellow brick road.
Look, easier said than done.
I
You need to tell your
disagree.
homegirls. You need to tell your homegirls this same information, and I promise you, it's gonna go in one ear and out the other. Because at the end
I
of the day,
disagree.
majority of women is gonna be delusional. They're gonna do what they want, and society is gonna cater to their needs or whatever, whatnot.
Yeah, I've done
that's
that.
some of the man's fault.
Anybody that I'm ever close to, that I talk to, they all know what it is. Like, I tell them straight up, y'all need to be looking to get married. Y'all need to stop playing. They don't like hearing that.
I don't understand how she expected. She's talking to two men, whether one is the one she's fucking and one is the one who's giving her money. She's talking to two men at the same time. So obviously, neither one of them are a priority in her life. And you think men don't know that? Like, how do we know this man doesn't already think that she's, talking to somebody else? If he's taking care of her and doing things for her that he isn't doing, if she's really with somebody else, like on a fucking tip, he probably comes around. He probably like, yo, I didn't pay the bills this month. I know, I mean, how do we know that?
He doesn't care.
He probably doesn't care. And that's the whole point. Like, I don't even understand why we're having this conversation. This girl got two men.
Because we're doing the show. That's why
we have. No, but I'm saying, as far there's two men in this situation, and she has the audacity to say that one of them should be doing more for her than the other. Ma'am, you have two men. You're a whole whore out here. Whether or not she's sleeping with the other one or not, I'm sorry, you're entertaining conversation and taking money from another man who is not the one that you consider to be your man. So it's called karma. You get what the fuck you get. Period. That's how.
Yeah, that's most women out here though. Most women are talking to multiple men.
Look at me making sense.
Well, I'm trying to do better in 2026 and let everybody say what they got to say.
We shocked. And we was talking about not bringing you back on. We was talking about it.
You can't not bring me back on.
I guarantee majority of the women up here is talking to more than one man.
Well, hold on. We're gonna get to that. Somebody said they had a question.
I said I had a question.
Go ahead, Aaliyah.
So y'all just want because my question is, y'all just want women to like have no standard at all, like no sort of expectation for the men that they laying with?
Standards and expectations are different. Expectations are imposed on men. Standards is just period, like boundaries.
So
your own things, but when you expecting someone to show up a specific way for you, just because, that's an issue.
It's not just because. If I'm laying with you, like if you laying with me, you should want to take care of me. That's how I feel.
That's not how that works. You need to be married in order to be taken care of.
Not all men are looking to take care of you and get the body.
You cannot expect this man to be your superhero, your avenger. You can't expect.
Okay, but I can't even get a check-in. Like, you can't text me like, yo, you good? Like that. The bare minimum. Like,
the guy did that. The other guy did that.
Like,
yeah, the other guy did that.
She got somebody fulfilling that.
Hold on.
He offered
y'all gotta let her finish her statement. Go ahead.
He offered her the car, then went ghost all day.
I'm not
ghost on her. Hold
on, Carmaya. You gotta let her finish.
How do you offer services and then are not around for me to? Why are you even offering? Like, it doesn't even make sense. So to expect a man, like, just bare minimum just to make sure I'm good, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And I think we should start telling women you should have standards for the men that you lay with in your life. Like, you should have better discernment. You should choose better. And she clearly chose wrong. So I think Yeah, that's what I think. I think we're supposed to be telling women, have standards, you should have some sort of expectation. You should not just be out here with no expectations and you just out here just willing to accept somebody doing anything to you. Like I'm just not with that.
Okay.
How much you want to bet this bird fuck that dude the very next day?
Hold on, Mimi.
How much you want to bet?
We don't know. I'm not into the assumption.
How y'all gonna know that?
I want to respond to what Aaliyah is saying. Expectations and standards are different. Standard would be, I want someone to care about my needs. Expectation is, oh, you have to call me at before the day is up. You have to text me right back. Don't wait until it's 2 hours, 3 hours later, or you're gonna get blocked. You gotta talk to me this amount of times during the week, just for you to feel like this person cares about you. Expectations are not needed. It's imposed on men for no reason because of women's lack of insecurity. Therefore, what she was saying, her car got stolen. So now you're not secure. You ain't got no way to get around. So you're expecting this man to show up a specific way. You're not allowing the man to be free to be who he really is and show up however he can. Yes, he did say, hey, you can use my car. But
right, so she allowed him to show up
back, and in a specific amount of time, now you feel some kind of way because you're still expecting something from this man instead of just letting things be. You don't know what happened during that day. Something could have happened major that could have caused him to not reach out to her at that specific time. And being on whatever their type of relationship they have, he may not have felt pulled to say exactly what it was that took place for him to not show up at that specific time. Or maybe she's just somebody he just calls after 8 p.m. I don't know. We don't know all of that. All I'm saying is to relinquish all of that hurt and that pain that a lot of women always complain about. Remove the expectations and let people be who they are and actually believe them when they show you. You didn't like that he didn't communicate with you? Cool, move on. Why are you still pressed? That's all.
Expecting something from a person who's not your man in the first place is weird to me. That's why I said instead of just trying to date multiple men, get a man. Like you're expecting things from someone who didn't claim you, who doesn't claim you, who's not like that doesn't make any sense to me. So
is saying
easier said than done.
So the standard is basically the requirement that needs to be met before you get what you want from somebody, and the expectation is you, I guess, seeking an action.
I'm making this way more complicated than they gotta be.
Thanks. That's what I'm saying, Anton.
What are you talking about? Well, first of all, I'm not counter arguing. I'm actually reiterating and making sure that we all understand, like from that lens, like the standard is this is what needs to be met before I even give you anything, before I give you something.
Give me an example. What is it that what expectation need to be met before a woman?
The requirement, because Carmaya said standard and expectations are different.
However y'all framing it.
So the requirement,
that's what I'm saying.
So whatever you're going to complain about, like if I need you when my car is out of whack, I need you to come get me, save me, or whatever.
I need to communicate that ahead of time is what I'm asking.
Yeah, you need,
because nobody knows if they're gonna get a flat tire or if their car gonna get stolen.
Right. I think that men's behavior, when you first interact with them, you know what they're there for. You know what their intentions are, and you can't lie to yourself why this man is talking to you or entertaining you. So you do have to like play the long game and figure out if someone is there because they're waiting to get something from you, or if they actually want, something, more solid with you.
Well, why don't some women call up and tell her boyfriend, whoever she's having sex with, the story of her car being done, and at the end of the conversation say, I took care of everything. I got a nice rental car too. They gave me a nice rental car. Why can't the conversation be that? Why are you putting that shit on my doorstep? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It is natural for a woman
so
to
needy?
want a man she's sleeping with to be her savior, but
like a woman to call up and say, "Yo, check out my rental car. Yo, that's crazy. My car got stolen."
Ain't no woman gonna do that, bro.
Yes,
Ain't
they
no woman
do.
gonna
Yes,
do
they
that.
got many women do
I
that.
don't know.
sound
I think
good.
women
It
should
sound
wanna be with a man that
if
is
she's
willing
not
to
married,
protect
she
her
need to
or
call a
make sure
family
she's
member.
good at least. Bare minimum, make sure she's good at least. Like
Yeah.
If she's
that's
not
just bare
married, she
minimum.
need to
They
call her
both did
father
that.
or her brother or something. If she's
They
not married,
both
she need to
made
call her
sure she
brother,
was good.
father, or cousin.
Yeah, but
If
you
she's
can't
not
say
married,
that
she need
to
to
a
call
girl.
her family member.
That don't work like that. They put it on your doorstep. You're gonna tell them, "Go. You better go talk to your." You ain't gonna do that.
But Shampoo, the reason she
But if
did
I
is
gotta rely
exactly
on
what we
somebody
said
else, then
earlier.
we
She
shouldn't even
know
need to be
if she
together.
know what that man is gonna do. She knows he's gonna offer and all that. She know that because he's a simp.
I
But
think
I
that
don't
she already
like
I'm with
knows.
Anton. She was dry begging. She was
I
hoping that
think
he
that
was gonna come and to give her something that she already had. State Farm is already sending her a rental car, right? What else did she need?
I'm saying.
What else does she need? Like, why do you need this man to do anything for you? I guess what was she expecting?
It wasn't about the car. It was the action. She wanted to know that this man was gonna do for her, but
She
that's
asking
the
for
wrong
too
way to
much.
go.
That's like them same type of people post when they're in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me and shit
Looking
with
for
boobs and
sympathy.
shit on there. My friends do that shit. But we old.
Attention. It's
Yeah.
attention, bro.
And you
She
know
wanted
they not
attention.
dying because
That's
if they
right.
were dying, they wouldn't post nothing. They'd be scared to death.
That's
So
the
they
number one. That's the number one thing that women want is attention, and she called him for attention and validation. That's all it is.
And he said, "I'm going out of town. I'll be back in 3 hours." And she felt butthurt
I
about
think y'all being too harsh
on her.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. Maybe not on her. Maybe hold on. Let me frame it. I don't think it maybe be on her, but I think in general, I think it's unrealistic to say that people that are interacting with people on a regular basis don't want to know that that person care about them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to that Robert.
It's like if you say, "Well, why would you call them in the first place if you already got it handled?"
Her car got
Because
stolen.
that's
She
what
didn't
people
get
do when they.
carjacked. I mean,
That's what people
when
do
they're in a
when
relationship.
stuff happens to them is that they tell the person that some of the people that they interact with the most the stuff that happens to them. Right? I don't think that that's crazy.
Yeah, but they could be saying it so you can offer, like you said, it could be gain.
But the problem is she's complaining about it, bro. She's complaining
That's
about
what.
it. She made
Okay,
a
hold
whole
on.
TikTok.
Hold on. Everybody complains to everybody about everything.
No.
We be on
Carrie
here.
called
ain't got somebody to complain to.
Carrie called the truck on me yesterday.
That's
and
why I
was,
think she.
And I was complaining to her because when people call to check on you, then they be like, "Hey, I want to know what's really good," and then you complain. Like that's what we do because we human.
That's why I said I don't think she was actually having sex with the first guy. I think she was just venting to him.
Why did she take the money, Anton? Why did she take the money?
When she said, "I was,"
we talking two different things, right? I'm not talking about her in particular.
Okay,
that's why I said maybe not her.
Okay, oh yes, you did say that.
I'm saying that I don't think it's outside of the realm of being normal to complain or to vent to people that you know, even if you got it handled or whatever. Like I just don't. Yes, you were, Carrie, a great friend. I will give you that. You are a good friend.
Damn, she telling you.
No, she is. She hold me down.
Yeah, but I never heard nobody say that.
No. She really do hold me down. She one of the realest people that you can ever talk to. But my point, I guess, is in general, I just don't think it's crazy to say that people complain. We all complain.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
especially if we got somebody to complain to.
Right, and some people don't. Some people don't. They're not everybody. You know, I'm trying to keep things general, but baby, I'm not calling nobody but State Farm, and I'm gonna get this new car to ride in until I get another one. What good is it gonna be for me to call 2-3 people and say, "Oh my God, my car got stolen. What am I gonna do?" You're gonna call State Farm and use that good insurance that you pay for every month and get a rental car and keep it moving.
Well,
I feel like it's a healthy
I'm
release
not one
of
of those type of
energy.
women, so I'm trying to keep it general.
It's a
but
healthy
it just
release of
me.
energy.
I do both.
Like you,
I got my new car was hit a week ago, and I called the insurance company of the person, and I also called 2 other people to vent and complain about it. Like I did both. So, and it just helps to
Are
kind
you
of
in a relationship? Wait, are you in a relationship?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so why you didn't call him?
I didn't say I didn't call him, but for the most part, certain things I don't want to always like complain to him about. Like I already knew what he was gonna say. Is to kind of handle the situation. So I don't always want to call him I'd rather call my homegirls and complain about certain things. I don't want to call my man to complain about everything.
What did he say when you told him about the accident?
I told him to tell him that it happened, and he was upset for me. But I mean, I had already taken care of it.
Call the insurance company and have them.
Yeah, I took care of it.
That's
so
what we pay for it for.
I believe that people know who cares about them and who don't. All right. They know where they slot into people's lives. And so there's people that can call me, or if somebody calls me and I don't give a fuck, they already knew that I didn't give a fuck. They probably wouldn't call me. Now, if somebody calls me and it's something that's meaning, or let's say, for example, they say, "Yo, yeah, man, this happened to me today, and I already handled it, and I took care of this, and I took care of that, or whatever." My first reaction, if I really do care about you like that, is, wait, what? Why am I just not finding out about this? If I care about you and I really fuck with you on that time, my first reaction is going to be, why? So wait a minute. So your first call wasn't me? Well, who the fuck you call? Why am I just not finding out about this?
State Farm.
But that's
I'm going to feel some type of way because we
immediately
fuck with each other like
but
that.
But why
relationship?
Hold on, one mic, shampoo, one mic, shampoo.
That's me. That's how I think that people know who and where to slot. I believe that this woman in particular is in a space to where she's feeling some type of way because her car got stolen, which is reasonable, right? Some diabolical shit happened to you. Somebody take your shit that you know that's not her fault. She gonna feel some type of way, right? So now,
tell you what happened.
Because when everything is going good, you don't really have a lot of expectations of a person, maybe, right? Because everything is good. When you start going through some shit, you like, man, do these people really fuck with me like that or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like you start thinking like that. And when she started to take inventory, she realized that this nigga just be fucking on her. And you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she also admitted that she probably keep this other dude in the friend zone. Yeah. And I think the bigger conversation is, why do women keep dudes in the friend zone that's best for them? That's the real question.
A lot of reasons.
We just went over this a few minutes ago.
No.
Yeah,
but,
Dalen definitely said
but
it.
is it inherently in you? What I'm wondering.
Yeah,
is it just in you? Is it in you because you know that this dude is a sucker and he's not gonna go nowhere?
Yeah, it's
and are y'all willing to admit that most women are users?
Yes, they are.
That's not what it is.
They are. Most of them are
shallow, just like men. You can't be fat. Most of these
it's a lot of women that need men to take care of them because they can't take care of themselves.
Okay, but we're also
talking about
that women are shallow. Like they will dismiss a good man because he does not check.
Let me tell you what I see.
Shallow ain't got nothing to do with it. They depend upon other people.
This situation is the beautiful circle of life. Because the exact same thing that she is to that other guy is the exact same way that she treating the dude that's giving her money.
Yep.
The dude that's giving her money is being used, and then she being used by the dude that's fucking her.
Yep.
Period. Cycle of life.
That's really what's happening.
But what is the guy? What is she
doing? From my lens, she pissed off at the dude that's fucking on her. And then at the same time, the nigga that's giving her money, he the only person that's really ain't getting shit out of this.
That's
That's just earned expectations. I don't believe in karma. You just get what you
I
ask.
didn't say karma. I said it was a circle of life.
No, I was responding.
Karma is a real thing.
Karma
And
is
Anton
real.
broke it down magnificently. Like you
Karma
can't
is
just
for
use
miserable
people and
people.
not expect to get used.
Karma is that
That
you
would
want to
happen.
buy something and then pay for it every month.
Karma is what miserable people say when bad things
That's
happen.
Klarna.
When
Yeah,
people do
exactly.
bad things.
It's
Far from
Mad
miserable.
miserable.
But
You
it
want
comes
them.
back
You want
on
something
you.
so bad
It's
to
so-
happen to them.
Yeah.
No,
Karma
This is what
is-
people
Karma
say.
is
You
real.
reap what you
No,
sow.
it
It's you just
isn't.
get what you get, and
No,
that's
it
just what it
isn't.
is.
Karma is
Well,
reap
one
what
mic,
you
people,
sow.
one
Call
mic.
it what you want to
Come on.
call it. It comes
One
back
mic,
on
shampoo.
you.
One mic.
That's not karma. Karma
Karma
when
is
y'all talk
cause and
about karma,
effect. It don't matter what y'all talking about up here
That's
on
not
the
what karma is. That's not what
Thank
karma
What is
is.
you.
in effect. You do
Karma
something,
is not cause and
and there's
effect.
going to be a direct
Nope.
effect that comes
No,
right
that's not
after it,
true.
Nope.
whether
That's not true.
soon or
That's not
after.
true. Karma is
Nope.
a made up thing for people that secretly.
It's
Miserable
not
people.
made up. It
No,
is
it is.
actual
I'm gonna
science.
tell you why it's made up, Carmaya. It's
true.
made up because karma is only applied when someone has a vendetta against you. Because
No, it
Thank
doesn't.
you.
I agree with
No,
that.
Thank
karma
you.
can be good
can I
too.
finish my
It's called
point?
good
Because
karma.
I'm gonna finish my
Mm-mm.
point. Because when you
Yeah.
think about it, if karma is something that happens to you because something bad, a negative thing, something that negatively impacted you, people have fucked up things happen
Come
to
on,
them all
girl.
the time. So are we gonna say that the lady that go to church every Sunday and feed the homeless and lead the blind and do all these things, her house burned down, that's karma? Are we gonna sit here and say that if you get the cancer,
Nah, you
that's
No,
your
you
karma?
confused.
you
Like,
That's
misconstruing. You
Hold on,
misconstruing.
wait. Y'all gotta let her finish.
Yeah.
She cooking.
I'm gonna land the plane. We have to acknowledge that everybody's gonna have their turn of having a misfortunate effed up thing happen to them. And when it does, somebody's gonna say, oh, you got in a wreck. That's your karma for talking shit about me on the internet. No, that was predestined to happen. So you can't wait till something effed up happened and say, oh, that's your karma for X, Y, and Z. Because how do you know what somebody did to deserve a effed up thing that happened to them?
So this is
Dalen, hold on.
Clock it, Dalen. Clock it.
I'm gonna let you respond. Dalen, I'm gonna give you your flowers.
She ate that.
You usually be off as two left shoes. But you, in my opinion, personally, you cooked on that. Go ahead, y'all can respond.
And you can ate that clear.
What
I feel
I'm
like
say really quick is this is the misconception that people have about karma, period, because they think that it's only one way to get karma. There are ways you can get good karma or good cause and effect in your life, or you can get bad karma or bad cause and effect in your life. It's not a one way and then that's just it. There are good things that happen in people's lives because people actually do good things.
Oh, that's bullshit.
But then there's also bad things that also take place.
That's bullshit.
Like shampoo.
Whether you believe in karma or not is not the question.
Yeah, one mic.
Yeah, my mic.
Yeah, one mic.
My mic.
Yeah.
Let Big Mama talk. Let Big Mama
Slow
talk.
down, Black TV. Slow down.
Hey, I'm just telling you what you
Slow
be telling
down.
everybody else.
Just slow down. Slow down. So what? I'm better than everybody else.
What? In what? In what regard? In what regard?
I'm better in every regard.
Okay, it's your opinion, but I disagree on that. I disagree on that.
Hey, you disagree.
Hey, calm down, shampoo. Just calm down, okay? Just calm down, shampoo. Calm down, just quick.
I ain't got to calm down.
Calm down.
Now, what's gonna happen if I don't?
Corey, calm down. Corey
and Anton. Can you please be quiet?
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
Yeah, but don't get like to me because I said it to you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just calm down, brother. Just calm down. You ain't got to get loud, bro. You ain't got to get loud.
Let's get past.
You ain't got to get loud, bro.
Now you getting loud.
Just
hey, one mic.
You getting loud.
Hold on, wait. Y'all let them handle this.
Yeah, let me.
Let's handle it. Let's handle it.
All right, we calm now, right?
Corey Holcomb?
I'm asking you.
Oh man, come
All
on.
right, Spike Lee and Aries Spears, calm down. Go ahead, Carmaya.
God damn.
You Black TV, I'm just asking you a simple question. Was you saying one mic to me because I said it to you first?
No, you said one mic to everybody. I was making a joke. We can't. understand what a joke is?
I know what a joke is. I'm a joke.
Okay, well, hold on.
I'm a joke. And you a joke.
Hold on. I need you to calm down.
You're both jokes.
So I was just hold on, Shampoo. You need to calm down and just dilate, brother. It's just jokes, brother. It's just jokes.
I can't.
It's just
because
jokes.
I have a healthy ego, and when somebody seems like they touching it, it makes me crazy.
I ain't no crazy. Hey,
it makes me
crazy.
You
can't get in your feelings, brother, on the
panel,
brother.
I get in my feelings.
I'm just telling you to calm down. Quick. I can't overtalk you, brother. I can't overtalk you, brother. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Nobody can.
Oh yes, then somebody.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. Now you can
it's my turn. All right, so I need you to calm down. Quick and emotional just a little bit. And just go with the jokes, brother.
Listen, you telling me about jokes?
Yeah, I told you one mic alluding to what you was doing because you always tell people one mic, but you the one cutting people off.
Yeah, because
I was making a joke of it. You got. Hold on, I can't overtalk you. You're getting loud and aggressive. Hold on, I can't overtalk you.
Then let me say something.
I can't overtalk you, Shampoo. You gotta let me. You gotta let me respond.
All right, so let me respond.
You gotta let me respond, Shampoo. You gotta let me respond. I can't overtalk you, brother. Let me talking. You got. All right, go ahead. Let
me respond. You see, I won.
No. You ain't even let me respond.
I won, so
you gotta let me respond. If you in order to have a conversation,
I just want to prove to you that I could win, and I won.
Yeah, you have to listen in order to have a conversation.
But I won.
You didn't win nothing because you keep over talking me. Well, go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
Go ahead. And that means
you're getting loud because I told you one mic.
No, I'm getting mad because it felt like
That's it.
Thank God.
Now look. Now, can I say something now?
I'm asking you.
I got offended because it felt like somebody was touching something they shouldn't be next to. That's all.
Okay. No, you got loud because I told you one
did that.
For the third. Are you gonna let me rebuttal?
No, I'm not.
You have to let me respond, Shampoo. If you're gonna be on these panels, you gotta learn how to go back and forth, right? You gotta learn how to go back and forth.
What are you talking about?
You gotta allow me to
rebuttal. You teaching me how to do this?
You got to let me respond, brother.
Let me see you.
Wait. Let me get some insight. So 2K.
He just like 2K.
I got it. Because I got to give some insight. This is 2K's homeboy, just to let you know.
Oh, so no wonder they think alike like that.
I don't think I actually disagree a lot with 2K. This don't have nothing to do with 2K. This has a lot to do with you feeling a certain type of way. Me telling you one mic, and I'm telling you to chill out. Now, if you got any feelings about that, I apologize. If you got any feelings about me telling you one mic, I apologize. But you can't overtalk me, brother.
I won again.
You didn't win. You win what?
I feel like I won.
Win what? You didn't win nothing. You got in your feelings, bro, because I kept saying one mic.
But now I'm calm and you loud.
I'm loud because you get loud. All right, you want to talk calm? Let's talk calm.
This was easy, Anton.
How is this easy?
I said this was easy. It's over now.
It ain't over.
I just said it's over.
Well, I told you it was over because I calmed you down.
No, you didn't.
All right, whatever. All right, dish detergent.
I gotta read the super chat.
All right, dish detergent.
Please, just shut the fuck up. Where's the button? Anton, hit the button. Where's SpongeBob?
I don't.
I was been supposed to touch that button a long time ago.
All right, I gotta read super chats. I gotta read super chats, y'all. I gotta get to it so we can move the conversation.
Where's Carrie when we need her?
Let's see what we got here. Cool V said it's that front Android camera Dalen rocking with.
Android would never.
Leave my camera alone.
The New Culture Empire says Anton was good, homie. Philosophical was happy as shit you pulled up. Had all that smoke till you pulled up. Shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him. My girl Miss Sanchez says I see some gray salt and pepper. Don't do that to me, Miss Sanchez. No.
Hey, ain't no wrong with salt and pepper, Anton.
No,
Shit,
what's
flex
wrong
that
with that?
shit.
Nah, she like it. I don't like it.
Oh,
RD says every time you're with a black woman, she says she wants a B-day. She wants B-day? I don't know what that means. Appreciate you, bro. Eric TV says men better off tricking for box. They all 304s. My dog Maury, what up? Maury says just rewinded and saw the video. So why doesn't she date the man who obviously cares about her more? Like that's her and the Simps' fault for that. I agree. New Culture Empire says Q Ski G Liddy Live sent the request last year. Come on, shorty. Ooh wop from the doo wop. Don't lighten up, tighten up. If you knew better, do better. Appreciate you, big dog. Maury says this is just proof that being that nice beta male, providing simp in the friend zone won't get you the box. She either likes you or she doesn't. End of the story. Me University in the building. Me University says, I guess a stable is more than stable. Logical Rob says, I wish I could have came back on for this one. Great panel tonight. Anytime. Much love to a couple of my new favorites, Black, Carmaya, and Britt. What up, though, big dog? Maury says, every girl I know talks to multiple dudes, romantically or platonically, used for different purposes. Hashtag cold world. Scorpio Dre says, women got 60 years of freedom and look what they did with it. Y'all getting belt to ass all year. Cool V in the building says, if she had full coverage, the rental will be paid. Mr. Exclusive for my Z's says, please get the chat's position on a Corey. Personally, you perform with the genius of Solomon, the heart of David, my guy. When a man has opposing opinions, then the sheep, they ostracize. Darian Murphy says the real problem with this woman is her attitude. She feels like she can give orders to a man. No man wants a woman like that. 1080 Kendall says karma only applies to the next life, like being reincarnated as a roach. Not a Christian ideology, as Hindu. Aaron Smitty says shampoo was pretty testy last week. Also, is he going through withdrawals?
Withdrawals? Withdrawals from what? Whatever I need, I got money to get it.
Kevin Negro Man says karma is a Hindu belief that how you live this life determines the form you take in the next life. Ambush says Island Girl Q screaming one mic while on vacation. Captain Negro Man says telling someone to calm down never get said result. All right. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. All right. I want to go over to this Ryan Davis situation. I never thought that this interview was going to be one of the interviews that we had to have a discussion about, but there is a lot. And when I say a lot, there are a lot of black women that are dissecting a portion of this interview that he had with Shannon Sharpe, where he spoke about his role and how his daughter treats him. So I'm going to play that. It is a little lengthy, probably about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to play it. And then I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Make sure, again, y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. This is what he said on Shannon Sharpe.
So then I ran into this thing where my daughter went from I love my dad to let me see what I can get out of him. And when she started looking at me as access to like material things.
You were ATM. Now all of a sudden you weren't dad, you were an ATM.
Broke me. Because it was like I only want to be around him if I can get something out of him.
So let me ask you this: Did you sit down and have a conversation? How did you come to the realization that it was, yes, this is my child, but my child only wants to be around me because of what the access that she has to things, perfume, jewelry, clothes, makeup, whatever the case may be?
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because it's like it's heartbreaking because it's like my daughter saved my life. I'm not a very motivated person. And when we went and got that ultrasound and they said it's a girl, I knew I couldn't be a mediocre man anymore. because it would affect how she viewed men in general.
And then she'd have been okay with that.
And she would be okay with a mediocre man. And I worked harder than I ever worked in my life because of her. She's my reason. And then for my reason, and she was a daddy's girl, big time. Oh, big time.
That's my oldest.
Yeah, she's my oldest. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to watch that daddy's girl go from, I just want to be around him, I just want to touch him, I just want to sleep on him, be cuddled up to him, to, hey, if you ain't buying me nothing, I really ain't trying to go. Like, I lost her. And it takes a long time to get them back.
So that is the clip that women are in shambles over.
Good.
They are doing breakdowns. They are saying that this and that, so on and so forth. So I'm not going to play the clips of what the women are saying. I just am going to play the clip of what he said. And then I want to get you guys' opinion on Ryan Davis speaking and then under fire from women, specifically black women, about what he said about the role that he's now playing in his daughter's life and how she views him and how she interacts with him if he has something.
He needs to get all the backlash that he's getting, because if I'm not mistaken, he is talking about his 12-year-old daughter. And I want to point out that to sit up there and to go on Shannon Hump Anything Sharp and his show in his leather chair to talk to him about your reservations, about your relationship with your daughter, whom is still at the age in which the relationship needs to be established by you, whom her father. So how can you come on the internet and say that you feel like your daughter is tricking off on her daddy? The first man that is supposed to be there for you is your father. She's 12 years old. And I will tell you this, if your daughter makes you feel like she only wants you for money, it's probably because that is the only relationship that you've established with her is transactional. Do you spend time with her? Are you picking her up from school, checking her homework? Are you taking her to get ice cream? What is your relationship with your daughter outside of you financially being responsible for her? And that's what you need to be talking about. But the fact that he's up here talking about his adolescent child like a $2 hoe, he can go to hell. And he deserves every lashing that he's getting on the internet. Now I let y'all have the floor.
All right, so hold on. So
that's pretty hard.
All right, so for one thing, hold on. So for one thing, you don't know what that man done for his child in them 12 years. Right. You're speculating. You're making an assumptions. You sit there, heard this man say that's a daddy's girl. That was his world. Blah blah blah. When she was born, he had purpose. He knew that he had to work as hard as he could. So why would you have the audacity to say some shit like that? Like, hold on. Let me finish. I let you rock. Let me finish. How you gonna have the audacity? You're gonna have the audacity to assume that this nigga, Ryan Davis, and a successful black man, is not in his daughter's life? How dare you? First of all, you need to question. You ain't even question the mother in the situation.
We're not talking about the mother.
You gotta let me finish.
Go ahead. You right. Let me finish hearing.
You ain't even have the audacity to question even the mother's role in the whole situation. And I think I give Ryan Davis the much respect for not even mentioning her in the conversation, because he could have threw her under the bus. He could have said this. He could have said that. But no, he went on there to express his opinion about his relationship for somebody that gave him purpose in life, which is his daughter, and is very emotional because he was damn near finna cry on there. So I can't believe you would even say that about this black man.
Okay, so let me say this to you in response. That's what we're here to do, to speculate, because we don't have the facts. What we do have is what we saw, and that is what I'm commenting on. The fact that you didn't say that. Hold on, I'll let you speak. The fact that you brought up the mother, that's your problem. You like to deflect. If we was going to talk about the mother, then Anton would have dug a little deeper to find the mama's videos, and we would be talking about what she said. We're not talking about the mother and her relationship with the father or her daughter. We're talking about this man that went on Shannon's show to talk about why his daughter why he feels that his daughter looks at him like an ATM. It doesn't look at him like a father, which I pose the appropriate questions of what type. I didn't accuse him of not having the relationship. I posed the question, how do we know that you've established a different relationship with your daughter where she doesn't make you feel that way? You can't put that burden on a child. You have to do the work as the adult, as the father, as the parent, to get down to the root of, if this is where my relationship with my 12-year-old is going, I need to step up and figure out what am I lacking giving my daughter. I'm not lacking in the money.
All right.
What else, where else could I be lacking where I feel this way?
Well,
Yeah,
well
but you
first of all, can
understand.
somebody else get in here for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just don't understand why every time a man just talks about how he feels, it gets the ultimate backlash. Like it's like it's on like I being a daddy's girl and everything like that, listening to the video, I honestly felt sad. I didn't feel mad like why is he talking about his daughter like that? I honestly felt sad like damn, like he really feels like that as a father. Like I would hate if my father was feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just expressing how he feel, and it's just like every time a black man specifically talks about how he feel, black women always have something to say. We just came off a video of a black woman complaining online about the nigga she's fucking with another man. Like she's complaining online. Women get to complain online about everything from not wanting kids, from fucking on 2 different men, 3 different men, being a hoe, being a like we're able to complain about anything. We able to talk our shit. We're able to talk.
Let me say something, Dalen. Let me say something, Dalen.
We always able to talk our shit. And
hold on, Dalen. You gotta let her.
It's never a problem. It's never a problem when we're talking our shit. But as soon as a black man open their mouth, it's all hell. It's all hell is breaking loose. Like everybody's so mad, and this is why men's mental health. This is why men's mental health is really in the toilet because they can't even talk. They can't even speak their mind without somebody having something to say, and that's really fucked up.
Aaliyah,
can I just say something? Can I just suggest a video?
Dalen, hold on. Go ahead,
Chef. Well, you can't say you don't get to speak. You know, so when the gentleman, the guys, I never saw him before, but it was making me sad too that he felt that way, and he's not making up how he feels. But the problem is, it's not a problem. Some girls and boys, because I got both. I got grandkids and I got a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old, 19-year-old. Some kids are gimme kids. Some kids are, I don't really care. I don't really want that. I was a gimme kid. My brother, rest in peace, he was more laid back and like, you go get it. You go, you know what I'm saying? He was like that. I was always like, give it. So he doesn't realize that he has that type of daughter that's caught up in the materialists and the material, because she's 12. She's tasting it. She likes that. It's not nothing against him. That's how he's seeing it. But he should open up his eyes and see that that's the type of daughter it's not bad, but it's not good. I want Gucci this and I want that. Now, my daughter, not saying she's perfect, but she happened to be like a more hippie type. Like I don't care about material stuff and things like that. I got lucky like that. So, but
I don't think he wrong, but she only 10, bro. She not 12. I think that
she only 10.
Yeah, him being hot at her at being 10, I'm kind of like, but I do understand where he's coming from because he's on the road, he getting money for them. But she's too young right now, bro, to get that hot, in my opinion. But I do feel what he's saying. She's only 10 though. Ain't like she was 15 doing it. This is a little different conversation.
The mother says she's 11.
Am I the only one that doesn't know who he is? And I'm not trying to be like,
I know he's a comedian.
He's
funny as hell.
Oh,
he's really funny.
I was like, I don't know who he is, but from what I heard from not knowing who he is, it just sounded like he was expressing how he felt about the relationship between him and his daughter. Now, hearing that his daughter is 10, 11, 12, whatever age she is as a child, I feel like there's still room for improvement. I feel like there's still time to kind of build a different kind of relationship with your child. You know what I mean? I don't know the dynamics of the relationship as far as like how much time he spends. I'm not gonna like accuse him of all that, but I do feel like there's still room for improvement to kind of shift it from going from just money to, you know what I mean, something a little different.
If she's 10, isn't that weird? Like a 10-year-old acting like that? That's kind of weird.
No, it's not
She might
weird.
need help. She might need help.
It's weird to be talking on it.
I don't know their
because he was on the
relationship.
road
I don't
them early
know
years.
how.
It's because he was on the road them early years. Why I saying why he getting the money, getting to the bag. But 10, I ain't. If she 15, then he got more of an argument on me. You know what I'm saying? But 10, I ain't. Nah.
Yeah, but why would a
10 years old,
10-year-old?
what materials do she need? What
That's going back
materials
to
she
the
need
hold
at
on.
10?
Darling, that's why Shampoo said. I mean, not Shampoo. Black said you got to bring up about the mom because now it's your mom duty to make sure you ain't tripping like that at 10. Come on now.
I think that's the Mr. Savage, because this is how we escape what's being addressed. This is the father's feelings. We can't make the assumption or say, well, what about the mother? We can't do that because we didn't see a video about the mother. We can't sit up there and speculate what that relationship is like. I think the backlash is the fact that he thought it was acceptable and appropriate to bring these reservations to the internet when your child is 10 years old. Thank you for correcting me. Is 10 years old. That is distasteful. That is something you bring to a therapist or to the mother.
I agree.
Intervention. That's why the backlash is coming, for him, because
no, that's not what a backlash is.
Oh, because I do agree
I will
with that.
say that encouraged for people to pay more attention to what he's saying and then go in on him. But none of this would have been a thing had he kept this to himself. This is not a conversation for the internet about your children. When we're not talking about 30, 40-year-old, children.
That's what I thought he was. I thought he was going to talk about.
Yeah, I thought it was like an
This
adult.
is actually a good conversation to have
What's the
on.
problem
This
with
is
that?
a good conversation we should be having on the internet. Actually,
his daughter as somebody who is not his child. He did not speak.
No, he did not. I disagree. He literally said that when they found out that they was having a girl, he literally he like did a whole 180. He knew he can no longer be a mediocre man. Like, did we just miss that part? And how
that's what I
his
said.
daughter gave him purpose
for doing what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a good father. I think you said that before in the past, Lee.
Oh, come on. You got to give the man.
You just first of all, you just sat here and said, how do we know if he's even having a type of relationship with her? How do we even know if he's a good dad?
How do we know?
So that's not him talking about him being a good dad. That's him talking about his preparation for him to become a dad. His preparation as a man to become a father. That's him speaking in essence of his daughter. That's the utmost respect. I want my dad to speak like that about me.
That means
I don't know
nothing.
about you, but I want my dad to speak about. I don't want my dad to speak about me like that.
That means nothing. Are you
lying? That should go without saying. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, my daughter was my everything." First of all, your child is supposed to be your everything. You're not getting
okay.
That's what he was saying.
You say he can't say that though. Why are you the arbiter of what he can say about his daughter? You can't tell a man how to feel about him and his child.
Dalen.
I want to say something too.
Dalen. You gotta let her listen. They give you grace and they let you cook. So you gotta give grace and you gotta allow for people to get their full thought off.
All right, fine. It's just off topic, but okay, you're right.
I do believe.
How is this off topic?
You don't agree
Because
with
it don't align with what she's saying.
You're trying to.
Can I ask a question real quick? Let me ask a quick question.
It's amazing how she doesn't know that. It's amazing how she doesn't know that.
Because I don't know them or the situation, I didn't know who he was until I watched the video. So you guys are saying he's a comedian, so I'm assuming he's on the road a lot, right? Like
yeah.
Okay. Correct. So if he's on the road a lot, this is just my assumption. So this is just me. If he's on the road a lot, or just a working man in general, a man that's usually, on his purpose, he's working a lot. So if he's always let's say he's mostly gone and the child is with the mom most of the time, kids, in my opinion, are typically the type to be like, oh, mommy, I want da 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 da. I want this, I want that, I want. Okay, well, ask your dad. So I can see how that can be a thing where it's like, it might not be like a intentional thing for a mom to kind of say like, or her being messy about it, but women do things like that. Oh, well, ask your dad if you can get because he has the money more than likely, and ask your dad. So I don't think that it's unfair to say the mom might play a role in that, because a lot of the times that's what mothers do. But on top of that, I thought this was an adult. I didn't even know we were talking about a kid.
Me
but
too.
I
did too.
I can't sit there and say that he's
That's
wrong.
why you sound correct. You sound right. I agree with
for
you.
venting and having a conversation and bringing that up. I feel like in that very moment, that was something that was on his heart to talk about. And I don't think he was bad mouthing his child. I don't think he was saying it to even really like throw shots at his own child. I think he was expressing more about what he felt. I feel like he was hurt behind that. But I do still think that he has time to kind of mend that relationship a little bit better. So to me, it's not that big of a deal.
Is there anything to mend?
Yes.
If
she's still young.
If he's saying that he wants a relationship how it used to be with his child, then yeah, I think that if that's what he wants.
Well, let me rephrase the question. Is there anything wrong with the kid doing what it is that she's doing?
I don't
know.
I don't think so. I think
so. At 10 years old,
that's normal for any kid.
I think that's nonsense.
It's not normal for
not
any
normal.
kid.
It's not normal.
When you're in 5th or 6th grade,
it's
all the clothes you wear.
It is very normal.
That's how they raise that child.
Hold on.
I didn't get a chance to say nothing just yet.
And when you done, I want to speak on wait.
Okay, good. I have 6 children. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break on that one.
Put some lemon on that shit.
4 of them right now is within that age range of 10, 11, 12, 14, right? They all do the same thing, and it's not just little girls, it's little boys too. One of my little boys, he stays with his father in Vegas. His dad literally does exactly what Brittany says. Hey, call your mama and see if she'll get that for you. Call your mama and see if she'll get that. And he's like, I want Pokemon. I want T13s. I want this. I want that. And it's like, okay, baby, how was your day? What's going on? How is school? How's your grades? How's this? How's that? Like, it's like you still have to like break through them always wanting something and bring them back down to reality. Like, hey, I need to know if you good. Like, what's going on? Because kids, they're not grounded like that. They're not adults to be like, oh, let me make sure I have a relationship with my daddy. Let me make sure I tell my daddy or my mommy how my day was, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of times you got to pull that out of them because they're still being raised.
Yeah.
They're not grown. They don't know what's what. And then whenever you put in, okay, whether the dad and the mom are together, how is their relationship together? What does that look like from a 11-year-old standpoint? How are they being affected with this? That all plays a part in it. So from my research that I did, apparently the mother of the daughter reacted and was pretty much just saying like, oh, this is terrible that you would bring something up like this, and
You'd be right.
anything, you need to talk to your daughter. This is embarrassing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because I guess people are reaching out to her. My thing is, if you don't want him to put it on the internet and talk about it, why are you responding to the internet about it? Y'all are not knit well to where y'all can just have these conversations amongst each other and fix your own junk in the privacy of your own situation. Y'all, like, he's coming out on the internet, she's coming out, and then it's like looking a certain way. It's like the only thing I can really say from my experience, children do this shit all the time.
Yeah, only issue I had was he went on the internet with it. His daughter can see this at a later time. That's the only issue I had. His daughter can see this when she get older. That's the only issue I had with it. I agree with Darlene on a lot of it, but also she's 10. I just don't like that in the future she could go back. Damn, Dad, you talk to me like this? That's the only
But
issue.
that's the thing. He didn't say anything disrespectful, is what I'm saying. Like nothing of it was disrespectful. And just like
Mimi.
I myself used to be a daddy's girl, and I would still be like, "Hey, daddy, you gonna give me this? Hey, daddy, can you give me this? Oh,
He said, hell no.
This or that or that or that." It's like that's just how daughters interact. But when you hear it from somebody else, it's like, dang, that is kind of messed up. You know, that kind of feels like, you know, disconnect. But it's just how children are, their brains are just operating.
What is he going? Let me ask you a question. What is he going to do when somebody has sex with his daughter? If he gets sensitive about that?
What?
I'm serious.
What the fuck are you talking about, Shampoo?
I'm talking about eventually. Stop me if I'm lying. Eventually, his daughter is going to have sex with somebody. What is he going to do then? Oh, she doesn't spend time with me. She's always with him. And
I don't think it's that deep.
I
don't think it's that
has
deep.
nothing to do
Yeah,
with anything he's talking about.
Are a little
I have a daughter, so I'm speaking from
Can I
experience.
please say something? Can I please say something? Because I just want to say a couple of things, please.
All right, just
let me land it. I'm really trying to do better. I'm trying to tell you, I'm 2026, y'all. No crash
just
out.
come on.
All right, shut up. Let me say it. Number one, when I listened to that video, I nearly shed a tear.
Me too.
I really felt how much this hurt him. Okay. Number two, I actually watched part of this video, and he did say, just for clarity, that he wasn't the greatest father, that he was out on the road and he didn't see his daughter as much as he wanted to. Okay. So obviously the little girl has, some feeling about that. And I'm sure the mother, again, because they didn't you guys, he didn't in that video mention the mother, but it was brought up in the original video. Okay. They're not together. Okay. They're not in a relationship anymore. And we know how sometimes mothers can be when mothers are not with the fathers anymore, blah, blah, blah. The other thing that I wanted to say was, Carmaria, you have a good point. Yes. Because I think it's abnormal. And this is the reason why I say that, because your kids you raise your children to be that way. Now, let me just say that some kids, because they are children, they see what they want. They're little. This child is 10 years old. If that's 11, 12, that's still in that age range where they see something they want it. But here's the thing. The difference between you, Carmaya, and him is that your kids don't decide, I don't want to talk to you no more because you said no. He said that his daughter was like, if you don't give me what the fuck I want, I don't want to talk to you. So that's the difference.
That's on him.
Yes, kids do it. But in your case, you have these children and they're not like, well, fuck you. I'm not talking to you for the rest of my life until you get me this Xbox or this Gucci purse. Okay. Right. Now, the last thing that I wanted to say, the second to last, he shouldn't have said this on the internet because, like Savage said, she's very young. At some point, she's going to see this and there's still hope for her that she can still be trained up to be, an adult who understands that you've got to work for things and you don't.
Who's going to teach her that? Him? Who's going to teach her that?
Well, no, it's going to have to be either him or her mother. Now, the last thing I want to say, and this is the big thing. I'm going to tie this into the first video. Y'all mad at this little girl, but this man, we're teaching these girls to be dependent upon men in a certain type of way, right? Hold up. Wasn't we just going off on this girl in this last video that was asking for a man to take care of her and to do things that maybe her father should have been the person she called?
She's 10.
Well, I'm just saying that it starts at a very young age. We raise these girls to be a certain way. Right. I personally, my father taught me how to fix my own damn brakes and my own, change my own tires. But I have I'm from a different genre and a different type of family.
And
so with that being said,
like that,
I can do my own shit. And that's why I know the first person to call is roadside assistance, not some man that I'm fucking to come and help me change my tire. Okay,
because your father looked at you like that, like you big, you can handle that.
Because I was raised a different type of way, so I can handle it. But I saw that video and I saw that he was hurt about it, yes, but he also wasn't around for his daughter during her formative time and when he should have been, you know, being around her. So I'm just saying. That's all I got to say. Thank y'all for letting me.
I think that begs a bigger question. Do y'all consider men that are very resourceful to be the best fathers?
Yes, absolutely.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me frame it. Let me frame it.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Because guys that are very resourceful are often at times they don't have the capacity to be there as often as a guy that may not be as resourceful. Doesn't mean that he's broke. So let me clarify this, because a lot of times people try to say that, oh, you trying to say that they broke. That's not what I'm saying. A guy that is a regular everyday guy, you know, make whatever, however much he make, but he's not a super resourceful guy, right? But he tends to have the capacity to be more there, right? More present. But guys that are super resourceful, they don't always have the capacity to be present. Don't mean that they don't care. Don't mean that they don't take care of their kids. Don't mean that they don't show up when they can or when they have to. Are guys that are super resourceful versus guys that may not be as resourceful versus guys that may not have maybe not even a pot to piss in sometimes, but is always available. Who do you consider to be the best fathers?
I don't think there's a best in it.
I think the best fathers. I think the best fathers are the one that's not always there, but is there when you need them. Like if you have a family in the house, not outside over this and my baby mother, in the house as a family, you don't always have to spend time with your kids. People because the kids don't want to spend time with you.
No,
everybody
I disagree with that.
Let me just finish. When we think that, oh, I better on my vacation, I'm gonna spend more time with my kids. It sounds good, but do you ever ask them or get the vibe from them that that's what they want? Sometimes they don't want to even look at you. It's not nothing.
I think every kid is different.
The majority of the time, kids want to spend time with their parents. Like the question that Anton really asked isn't really a question that you can just determine what majority is a best father. Now it just all depends. And I hate to say that it boils down to the being depends, because like a man that's resourceful and always on the road and stuff, that don't mean he's not a good father. That doesn't mean, and the man that really has a lot of time on his hands.
That's why I asked the question to say who's the best father. I agree with you. It doesn't mean that he's not a good father. But what would you define?
Best father has to read the room.
You have to fill in the blanks, fill in where things are missing. No matter what the situation. If you're not at home, then you call your kids. You do the best you can by making sure they're taken care of. If you are at home, maybe it's all about filling in where things are needed.
In the regard of what
I see y'all not answering the question.
No, they're not answering.
In the regard of what Anton is saying, I would say the person that is there that has the most time, because time is very important for children. I don't care what anybody says on this panel. If you're there for your children, you can teach them, you can nurture them or whatever and whatnot.
That's not true.
I think the father that makes the most resources, the most successful father who's not always there because he's off making the money to make sure you have a good upbringing.
So explain that to the Mexicans. Explain that to the Mexican man that has a house full of people in their household, and he's there for his kids. Explain that to that type of man.
Hold on. Before y'all answer that question, let me ask you a question, Black TV.
All right, go ahead.
Would you say that Mexican kids in general turns out to be the best kids?
They could mold.
I really can't really answer that because I don't know Mexican kids like that.
I asked that question because it is. How do you measure whether or not he's a better father than the other guy that's not as present?
Got to give him a lawnmower test.
It's more resourceful.
That's a good question.
But
I mean, that's a good question. I just know that being a father and just kids like that's around me, time is everything. Time is everything. And especially to the single mothers that have kids stuff, they always preaching that, oh, why you ain't in your kid's life? Why you ain't in your kid's life? And kids always gonna ask that question when they're younger, where's my father? Where's my father? And y'all mean to tell me up here on this panel that time isn't important? Are y'all serious?
It's important.
Especially you, Kamaya. You ought to know that more than anybody.
No, that's why I agree.
I feel like resources is more important.
To keep it real, time is important, but it's mostly important for you. It's not mostly important for the kid.
Let me
It's about the quality of time.
I think financial, like, a man who has a lot of money, that doesn't always. That's not always.
I'm scared to say one, Mike.
Wait a minute.
I think that I don't think that there's a 100% of a right answer, because there's men who are providers and mostly can only be providers because they're working so much, and their kids turn out to be crazy or have issues because they feel like, well, I didn't get enough time for my dad. And I think it depends on the child. Not every child requires the same thing. Somebody can have 4 kids and 2 of the kids might feel like they need time from their father, and the other 2 are just like, it didn't even affect me. So I don't think that there's really a good answer, because just because you have all the resources doesn't mean your kid is going to turn out to be a good kid. And just because you spend all the time with your children doesn't mean that your child is
No. We're going to solve for this shit tonight. And the reason we're going to solve for it, tonight is because
I don't think there's an either or.
The reason that we're going to solve for it tonight is because we make general assumptions about everything and everybody else. We know that there's no one-size-fits-all solution to what a good woman is versus a bad woman. All women go through shit. They may have a different childhood, all of that shit. Men, women, all of that stuff. Old people, young people, whatever. Democrats, liberals. We make a general observation and assumption, and then we try to come to a conclusion. Y'all, I'm not gonna let y'all escape this.
So then I'll say the dad.
That's why I said if you're going with that narrative, time it's the parent that don't have resources, because he's not out there as much as the guy with the resources. Like you said, Anton, if you got money, you can't have money and time. You can't have both. So the man that actually is having money and working his ass off, the guy that has more time, he's going to be the better parent. Just because he's there with the child, nurturing, teaching. The most important things you're supposed to do with your child. So once again, everybody on the panel, for y'all to say time is not important is some delusional.
I agree. Nobody's saying
I'm a parent. I'm gonna tell you,
it's not as important.
I said it's not the most important thing. Is not time.
But you got to go off of what Anton is asking. You got to go off of what Anton is asking. You got to pick either or. If you're gonna pick the guy that's working 15 hours a day out there busting his ass off, or the guy that's at home.
I'd rather take the guy that's on it. I'd rather take the father that's out there on the road that's gonna buy me some goddamn motorcycle.
Yeah, but he's not there for the child. He's not there for the child. How he's gonna teach? How he's gonna parent his child if he's not there?
Calm down, Black TV.
The best way to solve for this is to ask a follow-up question, Black. All right, cool. So this guy that is there, but is not making as much as he possibly can, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The kid now got to take out student loans in order for them to go to college. Does that play a role?
No.
A play a role in what?
It doesn't play a role in him being a good father.
A good father? No.
Interesting.
Wait, you said the.
So wait. So if your daughter has to take out student loans, and mine
because you don't remember to have debt.
Hold on, and mine doesn't, and yours is going to be spending the next 10, 15, maybe 20 years asking for student loan forgiveness and going on an income-based repayment plan, and mine is not. You were able to spend more time, and I'm making this a blanket situation. but you were able to spend more time, but maybe I wasn't. Are you telling me that you did that in a general sense, that the guy that spent more time, but she has to take out student loans, is the better father?
No.
Yes, because that has nothing to do with the situation, because
I agree.
Majority of Americans are doing it anyway. Majority of Americans are doing it anyway.
Just because
So you're saying
majority
that
of
it
everybody
basically
is
makes
doing
you a
it
great
doesn't
father.
Right?
mean
Am I
everyone's doing
lying?
it.
Am I
So
lying? It's not most
feel-
Americans doing
Yeah,
this.
but you're not. But the problem with what you're
Calm
saying
down.
is the problem with what you're saying is it makes a good narrative for you. You're not thinking about your kids. If you don't have enough, if you don't not making the money, and now you have to start telling your kids, material things and not everything. Kids don't want to hear that shit.
Can we take money off the
So
table?
pretty much,
Right, money.
Oh,
Right.
Wait. We're gonna get around. We're gonna get around. Hold on, I got you, Kamai. I'm not gonna forget you. Mimi, how do you take money off the table as a father?
I'm talking about, you're saying student loans.
Because her father was broke.
The fuck?
You gotta let them talk, man. You gotta let them talk.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm saying your father didn't have means. So you got to stick up. You just said he taught you how to fix cars, didn't you? That's the sign of a person.
That have to do with my daddy
You gotta
having
let
money
them
or not?
answer, Shampoo. You gotta let her answer, bro.
I don't gotta let her do shit.
Yeah, you do.
You really need to stop smoking before you
Anton
come on
asked
this,
her a question, bro. Calm down. What's wrong with you?
What I'm saying, which first of all, my daddy was not broke. I actually had a father who worked, and I've said this on panels before, 3 jobs. My daddy delivered papers 7 days a week, 365
That's a sign of somebody broke.
Will you shut the
God.
fuck up? Damn.
3 jobs. 3
Shut
jobs.
You talk to women like that, bro?
3 jobs.
Shut
to get
up.
clips.
Hey,
up.
Sham.
Y'all ain't
You
gonna
talk
be
to
here
women
next
like
week,
that, bro?
Y'all ain't gonna be here next week. Y'all keep talking.
What?
I'm serious.
Do you talk to women like that, bro?
Listen, I'm an equal opportunity, whatever. You
can't even say it, bro.
You
gotta let her look. Anton asked her a question. You gotta let her respond, bro. And then you can rebuttal. That's how it goes up here.
Like I said earlier, I am
Jesus
not going to
Christ.
be arguing with people in 2026 that should have been swallowed, okay? And that includes you, Shampoo. So at the end of the day, if you're not going to let nobody else talk, then I will shut the fuck up and I won't come back. It's perfectly fine, but I'm not going to come up here and let you just disrespect me every time you feel like you want to just pop off because that fucking crack is popping in on your ass. I'm tired of it. I really am. You really just need to learn to sometimes, shut the fuck up and smoke your blunt and chill the fuck out. Let other people talk. It's not being disrespectful. Because there wasn't nobody broke in my family, and to include me. Okay,
my father.
I don't give a fuck about your daddy. We ain't talking about your daddy.
My father was richer than yours.
I don't give a damn what your daddy was. Okay,
we had an indoor underground pool.
Ooh, tell him this detergent. Tell him
that one above ground joint with the
swallowed
detergent.
Swallowed. You should have been swallowed or flushed. Whichever.
Swallowed. Swallowed up.
I cut your pool out of pen in my pocket.
Swallowed.
Have you ever been swallowed?
The pool is leaking. It's water in the Lord.
But I guess if we're basing it off of like what makes a great father to be a protector and a provider, I guess the funny part would make more sense if we had to choose one of the two. Like if we had to pick one of the two, men are protectors and providers. So I guess I would go with the provider being the better father if we had to choose the two at a time.
Why?
Because I wouldn't, even as a woman, like if I had a child, I wouldn't want to set my child off into the world already in debt or having to, like, you want to kind of like have your kid live a better life than maybe you had, or you want them to, you know what I mean? Like you want them to start their life in a better foundation maybe than you might have had. And not to say that you might have grown up poor, whatever the case may be, but I think that if you want your child to be more successful, worrying about money, if you're able to provide that, that should be the last of their worries. I want my child to go out into the world and be able to
true. It's
This
not
nigga is
true.
Again,
tripping, boy.
speaking out of the two from time and money. If we had to pick one or the other, I would rather my husband work to provide the money for our child to be able to go off into the world without debt and start off their life. That doesn't mean that I, as their mom, still can't pour into values or that the father's not pouring values into them. It just means that he doesn't have all the time in the world to spend with them. So if, again, we had to choose from one or the other, I will go with the father who's more of the provider.
You know what we should do? We should go on the street and ask kids, would you rather have a father that's not there, that's going to buy you motorcycles and shit, or would you rather have a father that ain't going to buy you shit, but he going to be there all the time? I guarantee you, them kids will say, I'll take the one with the motorcycle.
Buy your own fucking motorcycle.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. As a child can be playing ball, have a sport, do ballet, whatever, be there. But when the child notice that their father come through that door, y'all don't notice that child's
face light up.
Y'all don't think that mean anything?
Yeah, but here's the difference. Here's the difference. And let me
I
chime
agree
in.
that time is necessary. I 100% agree that
let me break it down differently.
Anton, please
when you don't have the resources to even be able to send your kid into certain spaces, it makes a difference. So I'll give you an example, right? My daughter does Taekwondo, and she's been doing it for a long time, and she's been able to literally travel the world. Like, we've been everywhere, Bucharest, Croatia, all of these different places, right? And it's all because of the amount of resources that it takes to do it. Now, there are a lot of kids that go to her school that don't get to do the same thing. They don't get the coaching, the same type of coaching. They don't get the same type of opportunities. They don't do any of that because they have to do what they can, not what they want. And it's all based off of the ability of their parents to be able to do so. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not able to go to Taekwondo, but it also means that what I found as a parent is it's very expensive when you want to give your kid the best opportunities too.
Yes, it is.
So a lot of times what I found is that when I look back on back when we were growing up and stuff like that, a lot of people put their kids in sports because their kids didn't have nothing better to do, not because they was being great parents. A lot of people put their kids in sports so that the sport could babysit their kid, not necessarily because they was being a great parent. A lot of people did a lot of things and sit their kids out, not necessarily because they was being great, but because that was the alternative to something else. And so when I look at the caveat between the two, shit, to be honest with you, the kids whose parents wasn't making as much money, they didn't show up more, they showed up less.
So
I found that kids whose parents didn't have as much resources actually wasn't there as much as the kids whose parents actually showed up on game day.
Because they were struggling and probably stressing about not having money and trying to figure out how to get there. So
I don't know where this narrative came from that just because you're not resourceful mean that you're more meaningful as a parent.
Yeah, you know where that comes from? That comes from that black church, that type of thinking where you don't need no money, baby. You got God's love.
Yeah,
I agree. You got family love. I don't need to leave you no brownstone when I die, because that's just material things. Material things.
I don't remember people being able, like, just because a kid's parents didn't have no money that they was there. I don't remember that shit. Like, all of my friends' parents was poor, but my parents was taking them to practice and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents was usually it'd be like, because my parents was
they always at the games.
They was in the back of my mother's
parents that everybody came over. And everybody, like, you knew you was gonna get something to eat, you knew you was gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's every hood got that type of house, you know what I'm saying?
They want to swim in your pool.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a pool, but we had a half court in the backyard that my dad had.
You had stuff that they didn't have.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I've seen a lot of kids' parents That wasn't necessarily doing shit, but that didn't mean that they was better parents.
Exactly.
But there's also those parents still that was providing that still was shitty parents as well.
Yeah.
And when you perish and when you die as a parent, listen.
White friends.
I don't understand that. I don't get that.
Sorry, I've seen.
How do you be a great provider as a parent and be a shitty parent? I don't know how y'all.
Y'all ain't never heard of boarding school?
I mean,
I've seen
Facts. Their kids off of boarding school.
Hold on.
Raise them.
Where did y'all get that from? A parent.
Everybody needs to be great in everything that they do. There are people that live on this world, on this planet, that can go to work, provide, do all of that, and come home and cuss out and beat up on their children and wake up the next day like nothing happened.
Not necessarily beat up on. Not necessarily beat up on. They might just
that's an extreme. That's an extreme.
That is an extreme,
No,
but
that's an extreme. That's not the framework. Because I mean, you could use the same argument for a parent that don't have resources and they beating up on their kid. We're not talking about character. Character is a completely different conversation. I'm saying that how do you pair being a really great provider with still being a bad parent?
Because people can still have bad character regardless of how much money you got in the bank.
That's not what we talking about. We're not talking about character. You can have bad character whether you're a resourceful person or you're not a resourceful person. I'm saying,
but that's what she's saying though. If you a resourceful person,
has no fact. That's not a factor in this conversation.
My
point is because listen.
A good parent.
The differentiation is time versus not having time. That's the framework that we have in this conversation. It's not character versus good character versus bad character. Because again, you can have good character or bad character regardless of whether you're rich or you're poor. So take that out of the equation. What I'm saying is, does not having a lot of time to be in a child's life because you are a super provider play a bigger role in that kid not becoming what they need to be than a person that is not as resourceful, but then they have more time to spend with the person?
But Anton, the example you were saying was kind of an extreme example because majority of parents is not doing those things of what you said. Most of the time, kids really just not really asking for stuff. Most kids are just asking for simple stuff to do, like play baseball or play baseball. Or
you crazy. Kids want everything.
I'm not crazy.
Everything, and they know when they poor.
I did.
Kids want everything, and they know when they poor, and they know when they can't ask for it because they know when you ain't got it.
And when you die, I want some money when you die too.
Man, what kid don't ask for everything?
Can I pick it back up with what Carmaya was saying?
Also want.
Hold on, wait. What kid just asked for a baseball?
No, in 1932.
I ain't never heard of no kid that didn't want every single thing that they didn't ever seen their friends get.
I understand it, but on the flip side, most parents are not giving everything the kids is asking for.
They can't.
Because they can't. It's not noble. It's not noble. It's just
don't act like poor people are horrible parents.
Right, exactly.
That's not what we saying.
You're not motivated.
Or people who have to work. People who have to work are horrible parents.
Kids don't even really want that much. I think that's cap.
That's bullshit.
No,
it don't make a parent a bad parent because they say
Christmas
it
is
doesn't
coming
make
up.
a parent a bad parent because if the parents say, "Hey, listen, that's not what we doing. You can get this, and this," or you know what I'm saying, we ain't got it. This shit. That don't make them a bad parent because people go through shit, right? But I'm saying the idea that a kid don't want everything is crazy.
That's
Of
crazy.
course they want it, but not all of them are over here acting like they losing their damn mind because they ain't getting it.
She don't listen.
Not what he said. I'm going by what he said.
She don't listen.
Shut up, Shampoo.
Kids want everything. All kids want everything. From every era and every generation, they all want everything.
Majority of kids is not getting it. And it's not because parents can't get it.
It's because the parents are not motivated.
How is it not because the parents
that's
can't get
not
it?
it neither.
If the majority of people in society don't have $1,000 as an emergency, how is it because the parents can't get it?
What?
If the average person don't have $1,000 if an emergency shows
They
up,
kill themselves.
how don't they? How is it because their parents can't get it?
If you ain't got $1,000 in the bank, you should kill yourself.
I'm confused. Are you asking
This
why don't they
nigga
have
is
it?
insane.
I'm saying that y'all are using these general statements as not true.
They're spending it on
Don't
things.
you feel bad if your kids say, "Can I get the new e-bike?" and you say, "I don't have it"?
I seen the government.
Like
shut
you
down,
saying to kill themselves,
and they
is
told
crazy.
us that 42 million motherfuckers was going hungry in the United States of America.
Right, and then
I
back
just seen the government shut down, and motherfuckers was acting like the world was coming to an end.
But wait, backdoor, few weeks after it reopens, everybody was in the Jordan line. So they have it, they just not.
Yeah.
Because they selling their food stamps half off and getting the cash, for the food stamps.
These
Bro,
people,
listen.
Come on, don't go down.
Listen, bro. Listen, man.
Don't
Y'all
go
act
down
like
that
y'all
street,
ain't grew up in the hood and the projects, and y'all don't know that a motherfucker will take you to the store and say, "Give me the cash, and I'll pay for your motherfucking groceries because I got the food stamp card." Y'all acting like y'all don't know this shit.
Yeah, they do that.
Y'all acting like y'all don't know this. What we talking about?
But Anton, on another note, you can't sit there and say men that are resourceful, majority of them are good parents. You can't say that.
No, he said the better
say
parent.
that.
He said the better parent.
I don't think
Brothers.
that's the case neither.
Yeah.
I don't think
No,
that's the case.
well, ask a kid.
And
Ask
people
a kid.
A kid want to be a goddamn Stone Cold Steve Austin when they grow up. Why would I ask a kid's opinion?
Because the kid will tell you the truth.
I take time. Nigga, you just don't know how they sell. No, they not selling them out of the booklet like actual cash. No, they go into the store and they saying, "Listen, I will pay for your groceries. It's gonna cost $200, $250. Just give me $175."
Anton don't like poor people. He don't like poor people.
No, that's what they doing. That's what they doing.
Anton, why you don't like poor people, man?
Wait, are illegal immigrants?
Or you see a nigga. You see a nigga. He got on a fucking.
But are they doing that though, Carmine? Are they selling their
That goalpost is way over there.
And you walk in the door, you walk in the grocery store, he profile you, and he say, "What's good, big bro?" And you be like, "What's up, bro? What up, bro? Hey, man, I'm trying to come up on some cat. Hey, bro, I got my girl EBT card. I can hook you up." Nigga, that's the pitch. That's the pitch. Hey, man, you know what? I got, you know what I'm saying? We got some extra. I can hook you up.
Don't you feel sorry for poor people, though, Anton?
That's how these niggas come. But that's his hustle. That's his hustle. He waiting for the beginning of the month for his girl food stamp card to hit. She gonna go get whatever it is that she gonna get. You gonna walk in the door and they gonna say, "What up, big bro? Like, you good? You got everything?" And that's the pitch.
Does this apply to people that qualify for food stamps or people that don't? Because
Why
they're
y'all acting like y'all ain't never seen this shit before.
Oh, we do. I'm just trying to understand. Is it more
They acting like they removed from it.
that is poor to sell their food stamps to pay a bill versus someone that doesn't deserve to be on food stamps and is getting it and purposely selling those benefits for materialistic things that don't go towards the house?
Y'all, you know what? I thought that I had money. Y'all niggas is too far removed from me.
That don't
so far removed from reality. I don't know what the fuck.
No, my kids rather me spend time than spend money. Yeah, okay.
Y'all are so removed from reality. I'm like, what is going on?
You ever walk in the house and your kids frown up because you walking in the house? They say, "Oh, this nigga want to spend time."
Oh no, I don't know about that. Shampoo. I mean, my child ain't never did that, brother. My child ain't never did that, brother.
How old is your child? How old?
Honestly, Shampoo, I'm gonna keep it
on. He cool with the spending time and a toy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta be equal.
How old is your child? What's the big deal?
He 8. He's 8. He want time.
He want to spend time. And when he get 12, kids run to you when they little and they run from you. Kids run to you when they're young, and they run from you when they get older.
I will say this. I think
feel like
that
that's a you thing only because you shampoo.
Come on, don't take shots. Every kid is like that. Oh, hey, that's my daddy. That's my daddy.
I mean, you speaking from personal experience, though.
Yes.
Okay, so how is that a shot?
I think that kids. I think that kids. And then we got to go to the next subject. I think that kids have phases, and they go through phases as they grow up where they want you to be more involved, and they want to be up under you, and then they go through phases where they want to go and spend time with their friends, and they want to go out to school and do other shit. So you just being there all the time don't necessarily translate into y'all having a more fruitful kid, because the kid evolves, and they're gonna go through different things, and they're gonna want to be around you, and then they're gonna want to spend more time at school, and they're gonna want to be at Taekwondo, and they're gonna be busy, and they're gonna be all of this shit. And so you'll sit there and wait on them if you want to, and they're gonna be like, "But I wanted to go to the mall with my friends," and that's gonna be the end of that conversation. So
you don't love me no more. You don't love me no more 'cause you want to go with your friends. You gonna give me a
you're gonna be trying to chase them around for your own selfish reasons. Instead of allowing for them and evolving based off of what happens at that particular time. So I just think that every kid, you got like some kids, it's almost like discipline, right? Some kids need more discipline, other kids, all you got to do is say something to them. And so every kid is different, but I don't necessarily think that just because niggas are sitting at the house all day, that translates them into being a better parent. I come from the era where being resourceful and the more that you can do for your kid and the better circumstance that you can put your kid in is what's best for the child, not you sitting around acting like you know how to do homework and you can only read at a third grade.
And teaching them how to mow the lawn. All that old dumb shit.
Niggas can't even read, talk about spending time with their kid. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You be playing video games.
I wish my son would mow the lawn. That's for broke people.
Broke people
they spend so much time with their kids. Like, no, come on, man.
My son
take a little nigga to the
landscaping.
barbershop on Saturday. That's it.
All we hear on Saturday is all we hear is landscapers. If I see a black kid out there mowing the lawn, I say, "What's this shit? The 1940s?"
All right, let me read some of these super chats, and we're gonna get to the next subject. I don't know how much we're gonna get through this next subject, but I'm gonna do it a little different because I want to see what y'all reaction is. Motor Wander Thornton in the building says, "Super sticker, I appreciate you, big dog." Captain Negro Man says, "Dude was about to cry. That was a hard listen." Godson says, "Women with daddy issues are upset because they heard a father complain about giving money and felt personally attacked." Callie Mike says, "Dalen is being disingenuous about the situation." Lindsay Hatter, what up, Lindsay? I appreciate you. Obsidian used to say Saint Kevin. I'm now giving you the name Saint Anton. I appreciate you, JC the Conqueror. Tell G says, "DPMO Black, what it do?"
What's up, TLG?
Dinero says, "So Diddy must be Father of the Year, Ali."
Yeah.
Godson says, "I'm a resourceful dad with a military government background, and resources come at the cost of time. Wife helps, but I want to be around more." Construct Icon says, "The best is a provider that learns to make time." Ebony says, "Dude doesn't understand parenthood, and probably because he didn't have proper parents. My 5-year-old only wants to hug me when she wants candy. You don't say." Cool V in the building says, "Nah, Mimi, we love you. Don't let Champ move you."
I couldn't move. I ain't got no bulldozer.
Jesus Christ. 69 Dub Man says, "Children aren't as messed up raised with an absent mother as an absent father, meaning he needs to be there to keep mom from screwing up the children." Shout out to my dog Nancy Sue in the building. What up, Nasty Stu? I appreciate you for the 50 ball, bro. I really do appreciate you. This is why I never treated my kids like kids. I gathered all my kids together when they were really young and explained to them that I will be gone for months at a time because in order to have the things that you have, I must miss important days in your life. Nasty Sue said, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Ambush Smasher says, Shammy, can you tell the story about Alpo coming to your parents' house?
He did. He did.
Godson77 says this is the results of years of broken black homes. The idea of things are supposed to work sounds foreign. This easily works in a marriage model. Nancy Stu came back with another 50 and said, I can talk to my kids every day about by video where I can see that everything is good at home. I don't have to physically have to be there to be effective. This isn't the 1940s where you have to wait months to receive a letter. Nancy Stu said, I'm out of here. NTG Natural says, just because you don't buy everything your kids want, don't mean you can afford it. I tell my kids no all the time. We own apartment complexes. 69 Dubman says, AD, what goes wrong with celebrity kids? Their parents be gay. Their parents be gay. That's what it is. You can't tell me that their parents don't be sassy, bro. You see Magic Johnson kids?
But you think that would be the problem? Like, why'd your brain go to? Why'd you go to that?
Because, man, a lot of these kids be weirdos and they be gay.
I'm not saying you wrong, but I'm like,
you seen Jaden Smith and all of them, man? All of that junk is a direct reflection of their parents, bro. Weirdos, bro. Just a Brown Girl in America says, now, y'all know these people out here slinging stamps. Stop it. Facts. Ain't never stopped. Chase 4T says, Anton saying you got to give kids everything they want. Huh? When did I say that?
I said that. I said they
if
would.
Not, then I don't get his point. Shampoo looks like Beetlejuice. I never said that. I never said that you got to give kids everything that they want. A kid wants to eat all candy for dinner.
But he don't hear no lecture about material things ain't good. They'll roll their eyes.
It just sounded it came off like that's what you were saying. Even that wasn't.
No. I'm gonna give my kid everything that they need to be successful. Everything.
Right.
And let me be clear, any leg up that I can give my kid, I'm gonna give her.
So if you buy your kid a bicycle, you're not gonna get it from Walmart.
any leg up I can give my kid, I'll give them. And I honestly believe that we doing our kids a disservice by keep trying to put them through the same thing that we went through.
Yeah.
I think we supposed to make sure that their life is better or that they have a better opportunity than we did. So
I want to point out
here's the thing though, like a lot of parents just and working, being resourceful as you say, and nobody was really learning things that they needed to learn. That's why I'm like, I'm not really with the whole.
I'm gonna make sure that my kid get way better of a head start. 10 times over a head start.
They trying to make you fall back on that point, Anton. Like it's better than
they can try to do what they want. My daughter already got a house at 17 and she got 3 cars.
When you make comments like that, you make other parents feel like they failing. Like you can do more. No, I'm saying you can do more for your daughter than what she needs and then some. So when you use yourself as an example, it's not a good comparison because if you wanted to pay,
it is a good comparison. That's the way that we all should be trying to strive for our children.
I'm just saying, Anton, you are already $20 million in. If you wanted to pay for your daughter to go to Spelman up front, you can do that. So by you saying that I can do this, all parents cannot afford off rip to send their children to school. So that
means that all parents need to be making a better decision of whether or not they should have had kids in the first place. Listen, don't listen. I'm not the problem. It's the parents that had kids that couldn't afford them.
I'm not saying you are a problem.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of productive to be trying to think retrospect and they already here. It's like they're gonna have to figure out a way to make it happen instead of trying to think about why they did something. And
listen, if you're worried about whether or not I make you feel bad as a parent because you can't provide for your kid the way that you're supposed to, You got bigger problems on your hand than me.
I don't think that was my statement. I'm saying don't compare and say, well, I can do this. Well, of course you
I didn't compare. I just said that this is what I do.
But you're coming from a place of somebody that can do it.
When you making an example, you have to put
a person that purposely only had one kid, because I said, and I've said this 1,000 times, that I want to give my kid every single thing that I can, and I didn't want to divide resources. So I was intentional. I was very intentional. I was intentional about keeping my family together, because I understood that in order for me to go out and strive and do the things that I needed to do in order to put them in this position, that I needed a strong woman in order for her to hold down the fort so that I can go and get the resources and she can put into the kid what I wanted her to be. This is the reason why it's important for us to have traditional family values. This is the reason why y'all shouldn't be baby mamas. This is the reason why you shouldn't have children out of wedlock. This is the reason why you need to have a traditional woman that stays home while you go and get resources. But if you're going to send her home, then you got to go and get that shit. You can't halfway do it. You can't just do a regular 9 to 5. If you're going to have the capacity to be able to go out there and get it, you got to work your ass off every single day. If she going to do her part, you got to do your part. And in order for her to be able to do her part, you got to enable her to do her part by bringing home the resources and not fucking off the money.
But
so if we don't really have a conversation, I made the sacrifices and I did the right thing. And that's why we're able to put our daughter in a situation to do it. It ain't because I had no special sauce or anything like that. I just did what the fuck I had to do. Yeah, so if you sitting here and saying, oh man, but everybody can't do it, well, you shouldn't have been playing video games. Nigga, I put away the video games when my daughter was born. I stopped playing. This is the honest to God truth. I stopped playing video games when my daughter was born.
But Anton, the problem is, not, I'm just making a racial thing, but black people, and I've known this because I grew up like that all my life since I was born. That you are made to feel guilty because of your family or you or yours or some success there. It always has to be a counter. Oh, because you got it, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Lucky for you, and all that shit. It's like an anger when you speak like that. And
yeah, I mean, my father seen me going down the wrong path when I was in 6th grade. He was about to buy a new car and he said, fuck that. I'm about to put y'all in private school for 2 years because y'all need to get away from these niggas. Like, you make the sacrifices to do the thing that he worked overtime every fucking weekend to pay our tuition when we went to private school for 6th and 7th grade.
Sacrifice.
Changed my life, changed the whole trajectory of my life. That's what parents do. They give their kids a leg up. And if you're not willing to give your kid a leg up, if you're not willing to do whatever it takes in order to put your kid in a better position, don't have kids.
My point was, even if you can't, if a family, a mother and a father can't send their child or children to school out of their pocket, that doesn't mean that they didn't raise good contributions to society. They just can't afford their education. So it sounded like you're saying, well, if you can't even do that, then you probably dropped the ball as a parent if you can't prevent them, if they're going to go to college, to not have to rely on scholarships or student loans. I don't think that.
So for everybody that I like it when people have fake profile pictures. They say Anton don't even have 200,000. Let me tell you something. I spend 200,000 a month. This is December. See that December? See that shit right there? Let me blow it up for you. I like to do this. I don't usually do this on a regular show. See that shit? December 2025.
What you buy?
Let me show you something. That's December.
I want to know it costs $200,000.
This is November. This is November.
God,
see that?
Damn.
And this is the Real Taste app.
Damn.
This is November. See that? See that right there? November.
But you don't have to prove that to nobody.
Let's go to October. This is October.
What you got to prove, Anton?
You already did.
This is September.
Nothing at all.
Take that, bitch. Take that, bitch.
You are so
September.
You need a.
I'm sorry. Give me a second. This is August. This is August. August last year. This is spending.
Nigga.
August 2025. This is August. So whatever it is that you think that you make in a year, I spend that shit
I spend what you make in 3 years in 1 month.
Why would you attack people that don't take
Dalen, but all due respect, shut up.
Shampoo, you need to
whatever your favorite rapper, your favorite comedians, your favorite whoever it is that y'all think is getting money, please remember, just keep me out of the conversation because I don't play the same way that everybody else plays. I pretend to be humble.
Woo. That was so
let me ask you this, Anton.
Let me find out, Anton.
I just want a simple yes or no answer.
Please listen, please. I hate when people get mad at me for responding. I only respond. I don't never initiate this shit.
Keep responding.
So do you think that a man that let's say an average man that gives time to their children, you think in your mind that they can't be good fathers? I just want to know this.
No, that's not what I said.
No, I'm asking.
Absolutely, I think that they can be great fathers.
Okay, well that's all.
Wait. We just gonna let that go? What he just did?
Yes.
Well, it's not
we all know Anton is rich. We all know that. What are you talking about?
Nah.
Damn, I knew that.
Nah. Niggas talk a lot of shit.
I mean, you know, I just wanted to make sure we all. I just wanted to make sure that we all level set because it's the beginning of the year. It's the beginning of the year. I want to level set. I want to make sure that we all in the same, that we all on good time.
Why they removed it?
Yo.
So let's keep it moving. New subject. All right. I'm only gonna play one part of it. I'm only gonna play maybe two, depending on what the time is. Because I want to make sure that everybody get to bed. All right. Everybody get to bed good. Y'all crazy.
You wildin'.
And that's one account. I could switch accounts if y'all want to.
All right, goddamn. No more. Don't give me no more, daddy.
let me show this. All right, we're gonna get to it. The name of the video is 5 Things That Women Lie About Not Liking. All right, we're gonna start with the first one, and we're gonna play it based off of time.
5 things that women lie on social media and claim to not like, but they actually love it. First thing you got to understand about most women is that a lot of them are liars and they have selective morality. So they pick and choose when they want to have integrity. Coming in at number 1, because it's my favorite, is cheating. I done said this before. Women do not hate cheating. Women hate being cheated on. Majority of women, if you have a conversation with them, you'll find out that at some point in their life, whether they was young, old, they've been another woman, right? They've been the other woman to a man who was cheating. They had no problem being a side chick. They had no problem messing around with a man who they knew was taken. I done met so many women throughout my life. I have had to cut women off because they can't seem to stop messing with other people's men. And I don't do that, right? I don't hang around people that do that. That's a no-go for me. I don't play that. But they will sit up in your face and tell you how horrible cheating is. But the truth is they only care when they the one being cheated on. And a lot of them, contrary to popular belief, don't actually hate being cheated on. They hate the embarrassment that comes with being cheated on when people find out. But if the man would cheat on her in secrecy and only him and her knew that the cheating was going on, most of them, they really don't care.
So first thing that she's saying is that women don't necessarily care about cheating. They just care about being cheated on, mainly public.
Finding out.
True or false?
I think that's true.
True.
I think that's true.
I agree with that.
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of iffy about that one.
Of course you don't.
You better act like.
Don't say what you gotta say. Go on, say what you gotta say.
No, y'all know I don't do too much talking. I'm shy.
No, you don't.
I know women right now.
No.
I know I've seen women like recently. I didn't watch them, but whatever that couple where the guy, I guess, came out or the woman divorcing him because I guess he got caught cheating or cheated on her, blah, 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 blah. The little Instagram people. there's women that were like trying to shame him, like, oh my God, you're such a cheater and he's gonna regret it, and saying all these things. And then next thing I know, I see them under his comments, under some of his pictures, like trying to holler at him. So it's like, are you mad that he cheated on his wife, or do you actually? Women are liars. I say that all the time. Like, women are the biggest liars, and I do believe that it's more about the embarrassment, because I mean, nobody wants to be embarrassed, but I do believe that women, most of the time, I think even in the back of our heads, women feel like, oh, he'll never cheat on me. Majority women get cheated on. That's not that, like, most relationships women were in, they were probably cheated on. Most, maybe not all, but most. So or it could be the type of woman that the man cheated with. Like, women get mad about the type of woman that the man cheated with, because they'll be like, oh, she wasn't even cute. And it's just like, is that the problem, or is it that he cheated on you? Is it about the other woman, or is it about the fact that he cheated? So women are fickle. We're liars. At the end of the day, we lie.
I think you can see the results of, like, women actually like liking cheating when you have a conversation about a woman cheating on a man. Women understand nuance to the fullest. Like, oh, she probably, was being neglected in her relationship and, needed to seek something elsewhere. They understand nuance perfectly when it's a woman cheating on a man. But when it's a man cheating on a woman, all logic goes out the window. Like, it's just, oh, he cheated. He's wrong because he cheated, period. No trying to understand nothing. They don't try to understand no type of context when it's a man cheating on a woman. But when a woman cheating on a man, they understand. They want to hear all the nuance. They want to know all the context. Like, what's the circumstances of the situation? Like, I don't really know the situation. Y'all know how
He wouldn't do
women
this
do.
for me. He didn't do this for me, and all
I
that.
think a woman looks at cheating like an opportunity for them to take the place of the woman that's being cheated on. So this is why they may not denounce cheating when the cheating is not done to them. Because when their man cheats on them, it's like a saying that I'm lacking, I'm doing something wrong. So if you're cheating on me with this woman, what is it that she has that I don't? So when women have that mentality, they'll want to be with a man that's a cheater because they feel like, okay, you're not satisfied, I can replace you. And I think that's why the woman is like, women don't dislike cheating. They just don't want it done to them because they lose when it's done to them, but they see an opportunity to gain somebody else's man when they see that they're stepping out. I think that's the science behind
I think
that.
women get older, they get less mad about cheating as they get older.
And what
I think when women are younger, like, well, I go get somebody else real quick, and they feel like they still fine. They ain't sweating it. But an older woman she might look at it. Well, I'd rather have this cheater than go out here knowing there's other men.
Hell yeah, because nobody want that old ass.
So it's a little bit different.
I don't want that old dried up pussy.
Yeah, so it's like
they're fresh, like a fresh mango.
So we have women out here that really like,
I like a juicy mango. I love a juicy wet mango with that rock in the middle.
I think women cheat differently. Women cheat differently than men do a lot of times. I think women, majority of women, I think a lot of women cheat differently in the way like maybe they have multiple men that they talk to. Because to me, if you're having a relationship with a man via Instagram or Snapchat, or maybe he pays your bills here and there, like that whole incident earlier, that woman had a relationship with that man, even though they weren't having sex. Mm-hmm. That was a relationship, whether you want to call it. I'm sure her man that didn't come and fix her car for her or come and give her the car would have felt a way if he knew that she was talking to another man. So I think women cheat differently. I also think that there are a lot of women out here that are just whores and they just sleep with a lot of men, and they, and you're right. I think, or she's right. I think that women, they're definitely okay with cheating as long as it doesn't get out there and as long as it's not happening to them. Me personally, cheating is not okay. I don't cheat, and I'm not going to accept
all
cheating.
women sleep. Most women sleep with a lot of men. That's not even like a thing. thing.
I mean, at the same time is what I mean. Like, you know, seeing multiple men, sleeping with multiple men until they get into
Most
a
women do.
situation. Yeah, I mean, I think that is a true statement. Most, some, I mean, a lot of women do. Absolutely. But there are women who don't. There are.
Very rare. Very rare.
It is very rare.
How do you
Have
know?
you ever, has any women on the panel ever slept with two men at the same time? Like had two relationships?
All of them have.
Huh? They wouldn't admit it.
All
If
of
they
them
did.
have.
She got 6 kids. He wouldn't do that.
Oh no,
Don't do
no.
Maya like that.
I think it's a small percentage of women that really hold it down like that. I think it's a very small percentage of women.
Thank God I got one.
I mean, most of the time you can fuck a chick same day, same night. If you really wanted to.
Wait a minute.
You gotta thank those women.
And it don't matter what her circumstance is. It don't matter none of that shit. Like none of that matters. It just matters.
The first night,
same day. Same.
Yeah, you can't pull them on the first night shampoo.
Oh, I've been tipping 30 years. I could. I can get young girls if I wanted to. Yeah, I
Wait
still
a minute,
got
hold on, Jay.
Nobody sleeping with your ass.
You ain't talking all night, Jay Flame. Would you smash on the first night?
No. I'm not saying that you should or you would. I'm saying is it possible? That's
But
what
I'm just asking, like, from the people.
I
Like,
don't say, listen, let me be very clear because I know people like to take stuff out of context. I'm not saying that people should do it either. I'm saying that a chick will go if that's what you know. If she going, she going. She's not gonna put a date on it. She's not gonna put a date. She's not gonna put a date on it. If she likes the guy, if she's rocking with the guy.
They already know if they're gonna give it.
it's fair to ask a man why you would sleep with the woman on the first night, because if she's willing to do it, she gave consent. So I just want to know.
Because he wants a release. He wants a release.
Yeah, he want a nut.
He want a nut. His balls are heavy.
Yeah, he want to release them.
He wants light balls.
Should a woman help a man out when he's in distress like that?
Of course, absolutely.
Would she be a bad
Absolutely.
if she's seen that a man is just got all this tension built up and she won't help him treat it, especially if he take her out to eat and take
Somebody
her.
said if that's her mindset, AD, I think that a woman's mindset changes depending on the type of man that she with.
I agree.
Amen.
If
Answer
you-
your question. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, honey. If you feel that man, that's you, Dalen.
If it's a man that you absolutely do not want to lose under any circumstances, you're not cheating. That's the furthest.
So,
thing.
Dalen, if a man is under pressure, pause, and you notice that, you gonna release him?
Like get
First
on
date?
Me, see, I can't even look into that because I've been in a relationship for 5 years. So no, I'm not the type to go on a first date.
And why he ain't putting no ring on it? 5 years, that's a long time.
That's not Dalen. You do not have to respond to that.
You know I'm going to though. I mean,
please don't answer
have to respond to that.
No, I'll respond. I won't answer the question, but I will respond. I mean, I think that's an honest question, so I'll give an honest response. That's
Always
usually
the ugly
a
ones ask
question.
stupid questions.
You ask a man, "Hey, why haven't you popped this question?" versus asking me why a question I can't ask myself has not been asked.
She got you there, Black.
Still working with Dalen. Don't.
That was on, and I wasn't trying to throw no shade. I was.
No, I'm not gonna
asking.
say at all. Okay,
Just a little bit.
Yeah. You know,
just a little bit.
We know.
All right, let me go to the
no
second
harm,
point, just for the sake of conversation. I want to see what y'all thoughts are.
Number 2, a lot of women mistreatment, they don't hate it as long as you compensate them for it. All right. Like you can actually mistreat them as long as the money right. They'll give up their dignity and respect for money. A lot of them can be bought. So it doesn't matter how disrespectful that man is. It don't matter how terrible he treat her as long as the compensation adds up and makes sense, literally.
Yep. That's why, and I'm not condoning it. Please, we having a discussion. That's why when you see these cases where teachers are having sex with the students and they're getting in trouble, rightly so. They should go to jail. But don't think for a moment that these girls are not asking them, trading for money for this and favors. Don't think there's some innocent and the guy went through their bedroom and took them out. They don't.
What?
I think that's a little bit different, but I kind of, the only thing I'll say is I disagree with her.
Tell me I'm lying. That's what I need to know is say you're lying.
You're high. That's
the student went into the teacher's bedroom.
I think it's only different because we're talking about mistreating. She mentioned like a man can mistreat a woman.
Yeah, a dude can kick a woman's guts out, right? So she can't have babies no more. And if he's rich and he gives her a couple of $1 million, she won't say nothing.
Look at Diddy.
Shit, look at Cassie. Cassie spilled the beans, bro.
Disagree because a man
spilled the beans because he wasn't giving her money no more.
There's women who will get disrespected in relationships without being compensated. That's the only reason why I was women will take disrespect without a man.
That's dumb, and that's dumb, right, Brittany? No,
of course,
isn't that dumb? Isn't that dumb?
I think it's silly both ways, personally.
Wait, Brittany, just zero in. Don't you think it's dumb for a woman to get her ass kicked for nothing, and kind of smart for a woman to get her ass kicked for big bucks?
Well, she can't.
You must be rich then. You always talking about slapping a
my ass for $1 million. I don't give a fuck.
Nobody ever asked you the question.
You an ass whooper. That's what your problem is.
You like to hit women.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I think you are.
It's just a logical question.
He put his hands on women. Damn.
It's a trap.
But you always bringing it up. And how can
I say, is it smarter? You said it's smarter.
Yeah, everybody talking at the same time.
Hey, yo, one mic. Shampoo says one mic, y'all.
You know what that tells me when nobody can say, yeah, that's true. That means that I won already. I know.
It's not about truth or false.
You should be telling me I'm wrong. You should say I'm wrong because
if you're asking, does it make more sense to receive money or a benefit? If you're put it like this, you're asking if a woman is going to endure something like that, would it make more sense to reap a benefit from it? Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
The way you're wording that is making it seem like, does it make sense? I don't think it makes sense either way.
All right, would you rather? Okay, I got a better
it don't
one
make sense to make dollars.
I got a better one for you, Brittany. Would you rather be with a guy that doesn't abuse you and you don't get anything? But would you rather be with a guy that abuses you, that tricks on you, gives you anything you want?
The first one for sure.
I'd rather be beat up by a person that you don't get nothing for.
Wait, you just said
no? You said that don't.
Yeah, you said that don't. You didn't say
no. Here goes the scenario. If you're in a relationship, right, and they're abusive, and you see it all the time, and the guy is broke. The guy is broke, right? And the girls say it. The girls, why you staying with that dude? He beating you up, and he ain't even got nothing. But if you getting beat up by a guy with Bentleys and got money and all this stuff, the same girls is not going to tell you to leave him.
Right, but the thing is, that's not what you said at first. That's why I answered it the way I did.
Well, that's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying now. Never mind what I said first. I'm like an old contact.
But I already answered that question, though. Yeah. I already answered that when I said it would
Brittany, basically, he's saying you want to cry in that Honda or you want to cry in that bitch.
There you go. That's I should have just.
I already answered it when you said it.
That's a good way to put it.
Just asking the same question.
I don't think that women should endure any type of
absolutely, but
physical abuse. I think that if a woman is willing to deal with physical abuse,
but if they're gonna stay there, it should make sense.
I mean, yeah.
if that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm saying. To me, that didn't make sense either way. Like,
no, I gave you the two scenarios. I didn't give you the one Anton said. Listen. It's best to not be involved in all of that stuff. I just gave two scenarios. That's all. Yeah. That's why it always. I don't hit women. I used to be 100,000 years ago.
I think you use your backhand.
But I'm just telling you.
You don't hit women?
No.
I don't
not anymore. I said 100 years ago.
See, I knew it. I know an abuser when I see one. I know backhanded bitches back in the day.
So you think that somebody that could be one, they can't make themselves right?
Hey, I'm just saying, brother. I know an abuser when I see one. When the last time you backhanded a woman?
And now you gonna make a joke of it.
No, I'm not. This is a genuine question.
About the victim. But what about? Don't you care about the victim? Don't you care about the victim?
No.
Why you want to make a joke about somebody might be listening? I might have done that too. But if
a woman is with an abuser and she's with him longer than the first abuse, it's her fault.
What you say?
It's her fault because she chose to stay there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so I don't give a fuck about him.
I don't know.
I don't say that. That's not nice.
I don't. That's
you want to spend time with the kids? They shouldn't spend time with kids.
I don't care. I don't care if you're with the person that abuses you multiple times, it's your fault. I don't care.
It is, but don't call them stupid.
They're stupid.
That's to you.
That's my opinion. Okay, they're delusional. Is that better?
No, that's not. No. Context in this situation, context matters.
You are
everything is not easy for people to just walk away from.
But 90%,
most of the time, when we speaking in generalities, most of the
time, I don't think it's
ever
easy for a woman to walk away from a guy.
Yeah, love is.
I disagree with that.
Love is.
Yeah, because all right, so
love is something, boy.
Listen, bro. Listen. Everybody's circumstances is different. That's what I've learned.
Individual.
And I think that's one of those situations where you can't put a blanket statement on. Do we want people to stick around that is getting physically abused? Because I don't think that everything that everybody defines as abuse, I think a lot of that is bullshit. When people be like, "Oh my God, I was mentally abused," man, shut the fuck up.
Verbally abused.
Verbally accosted and all of that bullshit. But when people are getting physical hands put on them, that's some different type of shit. And there's some situations where people are not. They don't have no system. They don't have nothing to go to. They don't have none of that shit, right? They may have kids. That's going to affect the kids. It's going to break up the family. So, it's not as easy as just walking out the door and sleeping in your car for the next 6 months and getting yourself together.
You have to make preparations.
Yeah, it's a lot that may go into that. So I think that every situation has to be looked at individually in that circumstance.
I'm saying majority of the time I just can't agree with that because we live in a society where they cater to women, they pamper to women needs and wants and whatever a woman wants. Like I just can't agree with that when in the era we in. Now it might be different 50 years ago, I might can agree with that, but nowadays let me ask you, like the Cassie situation. Do you think she was delusional in that?
No. That's why I said it's individual, right? Because that's a situation where I think that she was participatory.
She was complicit.
I don't think that that's a situation where it was only one-sided, right?
Yeah,
we hearing it from that lens, but if you look at all of the rest of the shit in the testimony, she was participatory in a lot of it. So that's why I said you can't use it as a blanket. Now, remove Cassie, dealing with a rich nigga, and she's, being taken care of and all of this stuff. And let's get to a regular everyday chick that ain't got no job, got 3 kids, and she getting taking abuse, and she taking that fist to her head.
But that's
now how do you think she should handle that?
Leave.
Leave and go where? No. Be specific. How does she handle
it? To her parents, family.
She don't have no parents.
Well, most of the time, a woman has somebody to run to. Whether if
She
it's
don't have no parents. She don't have no parents. She got 3 kids.
Somebody
parents.
in their group.
Her homegirl don't want them fucking 3 kids staying with her either.
Yeah, it's hard. Come on, Black.
But
yeah,
most of the time, women champion other women. Women cater
No.
to other women.
No. Listen, tell me what she should do.
Go to her homegirl house.
See what I'm
saying? Go to her homegirl house.
Why you didn't say
so you think so? You really? I understand. I mean, I never understood that. So you think it's her fault? It's her fault if she stays in that relationship that she's getting abused.
Let me tell you.
If it's multiple times, yes.
If it's multiple times,
that's just my opinion.
I'm just saying this.
So with that philosophy,
I think it's dangerous to blanketly say, "Well, it's her fault that she
yeah,
stayed."
you can't. It's not.
That shit is a dangerous thing to say because every situation, every single one of them is different. Some people don't have that support system. Some people ain't on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't trying to just break up their family and make a police report and ruin a nigga. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've seen some shit where you're like, man, you dumb as hell for sticking around. You know, we said we got you. And she did that on her own. So she had her own mental shit that she had to deal with. But then I've also seen some situations where, you know, afterwards you talk to a chick and she said, well, you know, if this would have happened and he could have lost his whole job. And I ain't trying to fuck up, you know, the money, or I ain't trying to ruin this. It's a lot of different scenarios, bro. A lot of different scenarios.
I understand it, but I'm just speaking
what am I going to do with me and kids? Like, what am I going to do? Daycare is high as hell. Where am I going to stay? How am I going to get back on my feet? It's so many different moving parts when it comes.
All right, but Black is saying some of them bitches like to stay because they full.
No, that's the truth. That's true.
I'm speaking in general.
But some chicks that got some crazy energy and they be doing that shit too. Like they
be the ones that's fighting back. Like
Black, with your philosophy, with that philosophy, does it move over to if a woman's if 5 women go to the club, right? They hanging out, having fun, they dress to the T's or whatever, blah blah blah, and something nefarious happens to one of them. Is that
in the club?
Out the club or whatever, and some people would blame the fact that they were out late and what she had on.
No, that's a different scenario. No, if a woman's out in the club, it's the person whoever attacked call the police. Okay. Like what? I'm talking about a relationship.
Some people will blame them because look what she had on, and then
that's a whole
be out late like that. I hear old people say that type stuff.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that's a whole different argument, though.
I thought you was like that, had that opinion.
No. I'm just saying if you with a man that abuses you and you claim you love him, I don't think that's that's just me personally.
You don't think what?
That's a product of the abuse, Black. Like the fact that what do they call it, Stockholm syndrome? You don't believe that that's a part of the abuse, feeling like they can't go, making them feel like they have no other resources.
That's something she need to work on. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But when you think about it, it's always told women should work anyway. So if you take away a woman's ability to work or prefer it, and she's not making a means of her own, if she has to get away, if she's being physically or financially abused, how can you like defend that? Like that's her problem.
Because in general, most women have a support system. In the society we're in today, most women have a support.
Wait, how do you know that?
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
No, but what educated opinion is coming from? You can't just have an opinion. Opinions come from
you do it all the time, Dalen.
Right. You said it tonight.
You don't say nothing
about what's her name? The comedian. You say that crazy ass shit about old buddy.
Listen, what did I say?
About
Whatever you said, it was crazy.
All that's irrelevant. Listen.
Exactly. Like I just want
the main thing is the main thing about this is a lot of women that choosing to stay is because they're trying to see is this gonna change?
Yeah.
Because they actually do care about the person, but they're trying to like wait it out and see, well, if I stay long enough, maybe we can really work something out and it'll stop.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes those are the women that end up getting taken out. Sometimes it's just pushing.
I'm gonna also say this. Too. We in the era where women be lying about getting abused.
Let's Black. Don't do that.
Don't do that. We live in the era where women
she was 15.
filing charges, fake charges. I mean, look at Tank Davis. Tank Davis going through some shit now, and he done beat multiple charges that was fake false.
Don't do it, because people can misinterpret what you saying, Black. Don't say it like that. Please.
Hey, well, I'm just speaking it how it is.
You know,
bro.
somebody might, I thought she was. Look,
yeah, but we're not talking about the times that it's false, because all of these things are true, right? There's situations where women lie, and there's situations where it actually happens. In the situation that it actually happens, I'm saying that it's not always just cut and dry, easy. I'm just about to walk out the door. I don't think that that's the case all the time.
Exactly.
Somebody said this financial abuse.
If a man. All right, let me ask y'all, ladies. If a man backhands you today, bow, y'all staying?
Yeah, they gonna stay.
Yeah, they probably will.
Okay, shit.
All the ladies up here, if a man backhand.
Kamala got 6 kids. Where she gonna go?
Mimi said she's shooting.
Well, does a woman have a right to hit a man back if she get hit? Does that same rule apply? If you hit me as a man, I get to hit you back. Since we
you gotta put your hands down if I hit you.
You gonna get your ass whooped. Right. You gonna get stone cold stunned.
Man, it's okay to
you know what I would say, Dalen? Buck up and you'll get fucked up.
No, I'm just
asking, like, if it is okay for a man to strike you back if you hit him first, does the same rule apply if the
man? Because you can't win
Why
that
are you trying to fight a man in the
How you gonna beat a man up?
Nobody got time to be fighting a man.
Women should fight men at all. I'm not saying you should hit him the same way, like if he backslapped you or punched you in the face. I don't think you should respond the same way, because a man's punch to your face can kill you.
That's a good question.
I'm saying to you respond. Like, I don't know, hit him with your car or something like that.
Listen, my mama, she old school. She taught me.
What should you do?
My mom, real old school. When she actually used to get beat by her husband, beat.
Your mother got beat by her husband.
But listen, what she did in response to it was not fighting back. She went go cook some hot ass grits and threw it on him.
Oh, that's
like, oh, okay. I'm not fighting, baby. Don't.
Right.
Your mother couldn't have done that because she would have went to jail. She would have went to prison.
No,
y'all all are toxic, to be honest with you.
Calling the police.
Well, I just want to know why we got to the abuse, like
right?
Mistreatment.
Because of
I was thinking like women would accept like cheating in return to being
started talking
taken care
about
of
kids,
and everything, and having
teachers,
money and stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. People say that that's a weapon. I think a man's hands to a woman's face is a weapon. A man's hands can legally be as weapons. So we don't say you can't hit a man upside the head with a skillet.
But let's be, hold on, wait. Let's be very, very clear. Abuse doesn't just go one way; it goes both ways. And more often than not, men severely underreport the level of abuse that they receive from women because we give them grace because they're women.
And we don't want to be like shown like we weak.
That's true too. We give women way more grace than women give men.
You think men get great too?
Yes.
I think who?
That was great.
In prison, yes, they do.
Who was
great? I think that who?
What?
He said,
do you think men get great?
Yeah, not that often. I think it does happen.
It happens.
In prison, it happens every day.
Yeah, because
No,
men
we're
brag
not
about it.
talking about prison. We're talking about free people.
Yeah, we're talking about free people.
But how could a woman do that to a man?
Well, how
What
could a
you
man
mean,
do
how
that to
can
a
a woman
woman?
do that to a man?
I think there's a different way women take advantage of men. That type of sexual assault requires usually some sort of
Strength.
yes. No, I'm
about
saying
to say no.
like how a woman would overpower a man. She would use a different tool because she can't use strength as compared to a man. A man
No, I mean, I don't think that it happens that often.
Nah,
but
yeah, I don't
I've
think. I think
I've heard of guys that done got drugged, and
that would be
Cardi B.
Yeah, I've heard of guys that got drugged.
robbed, not drugged and raped. Drugged and robbed.
Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny though? If you think about it, a man that got raped would brag to his other friends that he got.
Yeah, I'm gonna brag about it. Man, that old girl got me, bro.
But
How old is these niggas? Like, I'm not ever bragging. Come on, man, y'all crazy, bro.
No, a dude would be like, "Yo, I can't believe this
happens. It's
She
not, like that's not no. And it ain't just women doing that to the men. Men get that from other men.
What?
Yes, men be taking other men. What
No, they don't take it outside of prison.
Yes.
Well, I heard that they do it in the music industry.
That's not.
Yeah, but she's talking about taking it.
I've heard that they drug them in the music industry a lot of times, and then they do that and take pictures. And
Yeah,
then,
but that's a party, like.
No, they do it and take pictures, and that's the way that they get leverage over them in order for. Like they say, "Yo, we gonna release these pictures or whatever." If you know,
But that's revenge porn. That's not.
That's not that. It's rape.
It's still it's still that.
Classified legally as RIAP. I don't want to.
Listen, if somebody drug you when you go to sleep and then they take advantage of you while you sleep, that's rape.
But what if y'all both drunk? What if y'all both drugged? All right, I'm a little defense attorney. They both were drugged. They both were drugged.
Drug me and take advantage of me.
They do pose a question: if a man is heavily inebriated, can he consent to sexual activity the same way a woman can? I think that's a messed up good question. Like, can a man consent if he's heavily inebriated?
I don't think so.
What are you talking? Oh, consenting. That's a good question.
If he's drunk.
If he's drunk, what?
Can he consent? Because they say if a woman is inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence, legally she cannot consent.
That's a good question.
Will apply to a man when he is under the influence.
I never thought I'd be saying this, but that's a good question, Dylan.
What about how like
I just saved it for the English.
What about how everyone was saying that Cassie was basically like she was high most of the time when all that stuff was happening, but so was Diddy. Like he had a whole drug addiction for the most part. So can we say that a lot of times, even in that video, they said that he was high when he put hands on her? I'm not, but I'm saying like I don't think in situations like that we give the men any type of, I guess you want to call it grace.
And I don't think that people that do not get high, I just smoke weed, and crave cocaine every once in a while. But oh God, I was on New Year's Eve. Oh man, I had the chance to get it, and I turned it down. I said I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna get the pillow tonight. My wife even said, "Go on and get it if you want to." I don't care. I was like, for real? She was like, "Go ahead. You don't really do it, you ain't doing it in a long time." And I still ain't do it.
Good job, Shampoo.
But saying all that, when you said Diddy's an addict, I gotta step in. There's people that like to get high. It doesn't make them addicts. It doesn't.
Well, he said he had a problem.
Because he's trying to get out of something.
You can use it as a legal defense.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
Brittany, you smarter than that.
My question wasn't about what Diddy was saying. I'm saying would people, like how Dalen just asked the question, if men can basically, do they have the same way to say no if they're inebriated?
I think that a lot of people are.
A
A lot of people like to make it make it a lot. I think that the term to be raped is way overused. Um, they apply it to fucking anything at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, it is, and I think that we have to be careful on how we use the word because now they're using it to apply to anything. Well, I didn't give consent, or I was in the middle, and then I was like, I'm not sure, and then now all of a sudden, it's being weaponized at this point, and I think when you start to do that, then you kind of mess it up because now it's kind of like you don't believe everybody now. You know what I'm saying? You don't take people less serious because people are using it so loosely and they're using it for their own benefit instead of using it when it really happens. And so
we need a bill to persecute people who take those type of crimes
absolutely
and abuse them, because if we don't, the fucked up part, excuse my French, but the messed up part about it is that when these men are brandished apists just by the accusation, even if they are vindicated in a court of law, we as a society are too much of haters and disavowers of the truth that people will go with what the accusation was instead of what the truth was. So you have to be careful with that, because even if you're proven innocent, you still have to walk around with that target over your head that you did.
But that's what I mean, I hate to say it, and I hate to say it 1,000 times, but I've been telling people for a long time, y'all niggas need to go and get some consent agreements.
Or get married to one woman and don't cheat on her.
Yeah,
that's true.
I suppose that we create an app that you have to download on your phone, and before you do the hanky panky, your information, you need to do Face ID like you do when you unlock your iPhone. Do you consent to have sex?
I think Nick Cannon did something like that, or somebody did.
Have sex with Anton Daniels, and it needs
why you throwing my name up there?
I was thinking,
I got enough problems.
Already on the internet.
Do you know this?
And it's backed up to
do you know this fun fact? Do you know this fun fact that, and I didn't make up the fact, that a woman that gets raped is more likely to get pregnant than by her own husband?
That's a bold-faced lie.
No, it's not. It's a fact. I'm not making that up.
Me get another camera.
Will you buy it for me, Black?
Tell G says it's Hermiah
Instagram.
Is that Hermiah the Saint? What's good, Prophet? Dirty Woman says, "Good evening, ADM panel shampoo. I love your cap. We are in a slump right now, but we will recover. Hashtag Jesus Christ is King." I think she's talking about New York. 69 Dub, man. AD, do you blame men that stay with abusive women? I think it's complicated. Everything is an individual thing.
I used to blame.
Mr. Low Key says most women leave for less every day. So if they're not leaving while being abused, it's on them. 69 Dubman says women stay because they give as good as they get. Green Blaze says facts, and NDA doesn't just protect you fellas, it protects the female too. Anton, let me ask you, if Newt Gingrich would have won over Obama, would America be a better place today? I have no idea, bro. No idea whatsoever. Does anybody want to share their social media or anything like that? Well, hold on. Let me answer this. It says Stormy Daniels signed an NDA. Yes. An NDA does not protect you against allegations of rape and stuff like that. But that's also why it has to be in concert, like in addition to other documents, such as a consent agreement, right? So that you can't be accused of something that you didn't do because you consented to do it. So that's why I tell you that you have to have both. But I'm not going to get into that again. Anyways. But go ahead if anybody has to want to share their stuff.
Okay, I got some pointers. Y'all follow me on Instagram. Love all y'all. Bye.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on my YouTube Black_TV hip hop blogger / you can DPMO morning show with me, 2K and Kai. We do entertainment news in the morning, so follow me there.
You got something you want to say, Black TV? Because what was that?
Hold on. I want everybody to
I
get
was
this.
promoting. What are you
No,
talking
you
about?
just did this. That was so mean. I support
Okay,
your.
I apologize, but I apologize, Darline. You forgive me,
Okay.
baby.
I'll
You
see you
forgive
next
me.
time, Black TV. Bye,
You
chocolate.
forgive me. I apologize, baby.
Bye.
Y'all make me sick.
Exactly. Man, follow me on Instagram, man. I'm Rob the Savage, man. What's there?
Mine is just my name. I'm not really like super big on platforms like that, but mine is just my name. But I appreciate Anton, you guys for having me on, and everybody have a good night.
Appreciate you, Brittany. Anybody else? Make sure y'all tap into everybody's names, anything under their IG, all of that.
You can follow me at iHeart Mimi D, just about everywhere.
You can follow me at Aaliyah B.
Oh,
Chanel
Anton, hey, check your email too, bro.
on
We got
IG.
something coming to it.
Aaliyah is laying down.
Yeah, I
she's
was
sleeping.
talking about NDAs and I couldn't take it anymore. I was sitting there forcing myself to sit there. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Aaliyah is out. She's tired.
I'm rocking with y'all. I'm here. I was still here. I was
Yeah,
listening.
you gotta
It was informative.
some the old man show you up. Look at me, I'm up.
Yeah, you right.
Take me
Mom,
about 30
getting
30
old
minutes
like
to get
you.
out this chair.
Mimi, you got some clothes on?
I'm getting old.
I
You
have
getting
clothes
young.
on.
Yeah.
I'm fully closed, baby. Fully.
Okay, I just saying something.
They said Anton usually dips about now. Yeah, I'm hosting.
Good night,
And shout out
everybody.
to Island Girl Q.
Yeah, shout out to Island Girl Q. We miss you,
We
girl.
miss you, Q.
Come follow me at Carmaya She on all the platforms. I got 9 weeks left, y'all. Y'all pray for me, because Lord. Oh my
9
God.
weeks of doing what?
Giving birth.
Drop that baby.
Oh Lord, she pregnant again.
You pregnant again?
I told you that already.
So wait. So how many? Okay, so that's gonna be 7.
That's 7.
So how many more you plan on having?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, because I don't do birth control or that other junk.
Oh,
so
Damn.
yeah, pull out
Gone after that.
strong after this. I
Oh,
don't
you tell them stay in there. I can tell.
Anton, I've been trying to hit you up and trying to see if I could get on the after hours.
All right, yeah. I mean, you about to be on maternity leave apparently or something. 7?
Try me out.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, pray for me, because my 2-year-old, she on one, and I don't know.
That's insane. I couldn't imagine doing 2.
Listen, Anton, you have no idea how easy it gets. It gets way easier the more you have. I promise you.
They start taking care of each other.
I was tripping. When I had 2, I was tripping. When I hit 3, it was like, oh,
it's like a tattoo.
it's real. It gets easy.
Once you get 1 and 2, it's just easy. You get the whole sleeve.
Look, I got my app coming out. I got my little family planning app that I got coming out.
That's crazy.
My journal, all of this stuff. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna be posting all of that. So yeah, Anton, quit doing me like that.
You can check me at Ask Shampoo on YouTube. Old nigga got something to say.
Yeah.
I got
and I also want to make an announcement. I'm also in possession of something that's going to change the music industry.
Yo, I like that.
I can't believe that I have.
What do you mean? What? Give us a hint.
It's something that I guarantee that you've never heard before.
All right.
From one person. You won't believe one person did this. And you'll say, what? How?
Who, Prince?
Prince? Who? That's what you'll say. Who is that?
Michael Jackson.
They'll say, who? This who I'm talking about is And I don't say that often.
Yeah.
This guy is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well,
I gotta get in touch with. I gotta get in touch with Anton, especially after I seen that phone. I said, "Oh shit!" But the problem is, the thing is no money needed.
Yeah,
the money just gonna roll in. You don't even need to spend no money.
Yeah. All right, bet. That's what's up. That's what's up.
And the people gonna say, "Damn, he did say that."
Yeah.
Well, Shampoo, let me know if you need a DJ. Okay.
Oh no. This is the future. This is not no past shit.
No, I'm just saying for like a party or somewhere you trying to like, network or something like that.
See, all that network.
You got your hands full already, Kamai. You ain't
Yeah.
No, not me. I'm talking about
and you also got something else full too.
Traveling DJ.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for continuing to hold us down. We out. Peace.